Welcome, everybody, to Table Stories, Witchcraft, and Wizardry. Sorry for the slow transitions today. I'm still trying to make the transitions work properly. Trying to get them all working properly. Welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to Witchcraft and Wizardry. How's everybody doing today? You all doing well?
So good. Great.
Mm-hmm.
The best.
We have a special guest today.
Oh, do we?
We do. Myth has joined us for the session today. Luxie is helping her significant other move, and she's got a long trip and such on for the next couple days. So Myth was kind enough to join us for the session today. So welcome, Myth.
Hi.
Hi. Are you excited?
I'm so excited. I am. I have watched all of the movies and read most of the books, and I'm super excited. And it's been a while since I've thought about Harry Potter, but I'm excited to do so. And I'm excited. Like when we did the character creation, I was like, yep, I'm back into it. This is good. I'm excited. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Excellent. I even did the Sorting Hat song for Myth.
Yeah, it was great. That's what did it. I was like, yes. It was so good.
Gotta do it. I gotta make him feel like part of the crew since he's joining us. Welcome, everybody, to the show. If you haven't seen the show before today, we are playing in the universe of Harry Potter. I made a system to make that happen. There were some systems that were out there, but I think that I wanted to have one that was a little bit more appropriate for this setup and for doing a show and everything. So I went ahead and made one. If you would like to check out the system and play yourself, you can head on over to tablestory.tv/WAW, where you can also check out the links for the casts. We've got various easy clickable links for them if you want to make sure you follow them on all the stuff and the things. And we also have links to the podcast, and it would be super helpful for us if I know it's kind of a pain, but if you could download iTunes and go rate and review the podcast on iTunes, it would be fantastic. It would really help us out and help Table Story out. And hopefully we could get new and noteworthy on that. That would be fantastic. We'd really appreciate it. It's such a tremendous help, so we'd really appreciate it. But that being said, let's go around the room. Let's do some introductions. Colo, would you be so kind as to introduce yourself and your character, please?
Hi, I'm Colo, and I am a full-time streamer on Twitch. I stream all kind of nonsense. I really like space, and as we've established, I always have a potato on my desk, so there's that too. And this is the small mug, just in case anybody was interested. But yeah, I play Elite Dangerous a lot. I've also been playing Planet Zoo recently. We will be going back to Skyrim and continuing our blind playthrough of Skyrim 2019. Yeah, I was busy being addicted to World of Warcraft for a very long time. I've got a lot of catching up to do. And I also like story games and doing that kind of jazz as well. I play Maisie, who is a pureblood who comes from a Quidditch family and has made second string on the Quidditch team and is very excited about that, to say the least. Yeah, what else do I need to say? She's a Gryffindor and really likes Olive.
Thank you.
Likes olives.
Thank you for that.
She
You know
just-
what, best friend? Can we just have this moment? Can we just let it sit for a minute? Thank you.
I've got to laugh about it because I don't know what else to do. I feel really awful.
Well, the hilarious thing is we have so much in common in real life and we get on so well.
Unbelievable, yeah. When I was doing a stream and I was like, wait, you two?
I think that's what made the savage beatdown that was Colo's decimating comments towards Olive, or I should say Maisie's decimating comments towards Olives, just so much more savage. Yeah.
It's what made it sting even more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everybody on Discord has been going, oh, Maisie was really rude to Olive, and I was like, was she? Like,
It's, you know what, we'll get there. We're 11, you know, 11-year-olds, what are you gonna do?
There was some really good character analysis on the Discord for everyone
There really
involved.
Has been.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It really has been.
People have been going pretty ham on the Discord, which everybody should join if you have not done so yet. Come join our public Discord, which is just tablestory.tv/Discord. And you should definitely hang out in the Witchcraft and Wizardry channels. We have several channels for Witchcraft and Wizardry. We have feedback for the system. We have the regular public channel, and there's also a channel there called Quidditch Pitch, which may or may not have something to do with the bot that Kujio has been working on, which might also have something to do with the chat actually being able to earn some house points for the respective houses. So if you actually hop onto the Discord, you will randomly be assigned a house if you talk inside the Witchcraft and Wizardry channel. You just get assigned a house, and you're stuck with it. You get stuck with it. It's fine. It'll be fine. There's so much complaining. Like it's frothing at the mouth rage. Speaking of someone who likes to just rage uncontrollably, Myth. Welcome.
Jeez. Hi everyone. I'm Myth. I'm playing Blaine Buttersworth. He's from a half-blood family. He's a little nervous boy who just wants to prove himself to his family. He's a little Hufflepuff. And I'm super excited. I have no idea what to expect, and I'm super excited to play.
And what about you? Where can people find you and on all the things and the stuff? What do you do?
I am Blaine today, Whack. I am Mythomatic. You can find me over on Twitch.tv. That's me. I am Blaine right now. You can find me over on Twitch.tv/Mythomatic, where I play a bunch of role-playing games, and also games that aren't role-playing games, but I role-play within them, like Star Citizen, and right now, Red Dead Redemption Online, which has been super fun and very addicting. So check me out, or don't, but enjoy the show.
Do it. Thank you, Myth. Can we get
Thank you.
Can we get a caster command for Myth in the chat, please? Murgles.
My inventory.
Oh my god, I have to unmute myself. Sudden frenzy.
That wiggle.
Like, oh no. Hi y'all, I'm Murgles. I'm on this show. Y'all can find me elsewhere too at Murgles. You can also follow my Instagram because I'm a professional animator, storyboard artist, illustrator, blah. And you can follow my Instagram at instagram.com/Miranda Canal, Quesnel. What else? I play Clem. She's kind of like, I don't know. She's like an emo anime kid, is what I think everyone is saying that she is at this point. Which makes a lot of sense because it turns out she's ended up a lot like who I was when I was 11. So, yep, that's me. Thanks so much. Muting again.
If I could just zoom in on Murgle's cam and just make it the whole screen, I feel like it'd be too mean, but I would totally do that if it wasn't a show. Thank you, Murgles. Negorix.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Negorix. I used to stream full-time, and then I heard that Cola was doing a blind playthrough of Skyrim, and I quit all my adult responsibilities and just watched her stream that all day long. I am so excited. I did a blind playthrough of Skyrim in 2017, and every day somebody came in to be like, blind playthrough? What were you doing in whatever year Skyrim came out? So I'm only half kidding when I say that I'm gonna watch that entire playthrough. I'm very excited. I'm also a streamer. Hi. I'm also doing this streaming things. I'm playing a lot of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order right now, and mostly crying and screaming over how cool it is to hold a lightsaber and feel like I'm actually in that world. I'm just beside myself with excitement. Today, I'm playing Olive Everglade. I'm an 11-year-old first-year Gryffindor student, and I don't have like a elevator pitch snappy one-sentence description of my girl, so I don't know. You'll have to see, I guess. But hi, thanks for having me.
You get to witness the extreme levels of snarkitude, that will be displayed probably again today. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Thank you, Zygonicus.
Hey everybody, I'm Zgoticus. I'm a role player, broadcaster, podcaster. Done some stuff with community management, social media management as well, and various other stuff, moderating and subreddits and Twitters and all the rest of it. But here, I'm Alexander Pippin, a Ravenclaw with abundant curiosity and a lack of good decision making, but that's why we're here at Hogwarts. We're here to learn those things, hopefully, how to shape them best to make us the best witches and wizards we can be.
Well said. Well said, buddy. Well said. Thank you. I'm Wax Steven, and I will be your Headmaster of Doom. I will be dragging the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today, through school, and all of its trials and tribulations. But one of the other things that we've been doing here, we've been doing downtime moves. We've been learning about the characters. We've been learning about their relationships and such. And we did a Quidditch tryout for Maisie, but there was some other interest in trying out for the Quidditch team. So what I'd like to do is I'm actually going to start the episode off with Olive doing her Quidditch tryout. So, Olive.
Yeah.
Are you ready to try out for Quidditch?
I don't know if I'll ever be, but sure. Let's give it a whirl.
Okay. Let's give it a whirl. Let's find out. Let's find out how you do. This might be really loud. Hold on, let me lower this. Okay. Out on the Quidditch pitch. Olive, you have one of your sort of the school, BS physical education broomsticks that you're trying out for Quidditch with. Now, do you think you were in the same tryout group as Maisie? Or after learning that Maisie made second string, do you think you tried out? Because they probably don't have like just one day. It's probably a couple days or something for tryouts.
Yeah, I would guess that I would be in the first group as well. I think she would be enthusiastic about it as soon as she hears about it.
Okay. So I'm sorry, you said the same group or no?
The same group, yeah.
Same group. Okay. So you saw Maisie make second string. Let's figure out, number one, what position are you trying out for?
I am trying out for a chaser.
A chaser. Okay. Now, anybody that's watching, you'll notice that there are, if you open up the rulebook, you'll notice that there's a section for Quidditch and tryouts for Quidditch. Now, it's very unlikely that a first year will make the Quidditch team. Primarily because they're not allowed to own their own brooms. They need a year of practice before they're able to get things going. However, Olive performed rather well in her flying class, along with Maisie and Clem. So, chasers will be using heart to make their tryout roll. And the rules here are that on a 10+, they're able to make the team. On a 7 to 9, they can make second string. on a 6 or lower, maybe try next year. So I think the way we're going to start this is you've just witnessed Maisie make second string at this point. Maisie, you land your broom, and we can see that there's several other Gryffindors that are flying about, trying to get on the team as well. People are up in the air just in general, just trying to show off whatever they can do. There's brooms sort of whizzing past, flying by, and we see that we see Maisie sort of just land. After a few tries, Maisie, you caught yourself a snitch. And it's a different environment, right? Like, there's not, like, people flying around trying to stop you. But you do manage to whiz on by. Catch the snitch out of there. And you can sort of... several of the others that are around give you like a little bit of applause. Give you a little bit of applause there.
And there's definitely, for those of you who saw the episode where this happened, you can come and just insert that in, because that was both Colo and Maisie like going nuts and celebrating, like running across the
Absolutely
Quidditch pitch.
Absolutely. Yeah, so Maisie, Olive is there too, trying out for the team. Olive, you see her just make second string.
I'm gonna jump up and down with the crowd that's cheering. I imagine I'd kind of be standing, a distance away because they're trying out for other positions right now. But I'm jumping up and down and cheering and clapping. Very, very excited.
And Whack, time-wise, is this like now?
Would have been
in
after
the story?
flying class. Yeah,
It would have been after flying class.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Maisie, you land. You see Olive there. What do you do?
I think I see her jump in, and I'm just kind of don't approach her, but like.
She's like embarrassingly doing little finger guns because she doesn't really know the best way to celebrate with somebody else. She's not used to like, being around other kids and hanging out with them. She doesn't really know what the cool kids do.
And it's not like Maisie's not singling out. That's amazing. Oh my god, podcast people, you're missing out. She's not like singling Olive out to show her, but she's definitely like sharing a little bit of the celebration. Like, look what I did! Like, that's so exciting. Like, yeah, sharing a little bit of the excitement there.
Excellent. So Olive, it's your turn. You can see one of the later year students, that's the captain, just kind of says, "All right, everyone that's trying out for Chaser, go ahead. All right, we're gonna see how you do. Trying to get anything past our keeper. Here's a quaffle." He tosses you a quaffle.
Oh gosh. Okay.
All right, first year. He's got like a little bit of a smile up on his face, You can see like some of the older students are just kind of like, okay, let's get this over with. They have that kind of look about them. Up on your broom then. Let's go.
Is this the same day as our flying lesson that we had? Or just like in the same week-ish?
It is probably in the same week. The same first week.
Okay.
But it's not happened before in terms of like our character dynamic.
Yeah,
It's
we
happened after the current.
we had the flying
is-
class
Okay,
and then
cool. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is later than the flying class.
Okay, so that was my first time ever on a broom in that flying class. So I'm gonna be a little bit hesitant when I climb aboard, but you got this. Okay.
All right. Please make a plus heart roll.
Do I have any forward or no?
No.
No? Oh goodness. Okay.
Okay.
I
Olive.
put myself out there. I tried something new.
Olive. What do you think happens here?
So, remember how I mentioned that had been my first time ever on a broom before?
Uh-huh.
I think Olive's maybe a natural at flying, but not at doing other things the same time as flying.
Uh-huh.
So she's very competent with actually getting up on the broom and going, and the second somebody tries to throw the quaffle her way, instead of catching it, she would like shriek, and just fight or flight kicks in, and she just dips out of the way and moves. And anytime a teammate tries to actually make a pass to her, even though she's like, okay, catch it, just don't move away this time, the second she sees it coming, and like if she sees red in her field of view, she's just ducking, she's just moving out of the way of it and not falling off her broom or anything. She's okay at the actual flying of it, but not at all playing the game, just terrified of a ball being thrown at her face while up in the air.
Okay. Yeah, so the Quidditch captain says, you hear like the crowd like, ooh, like you're just kind of like covering your face with your hands, and there's like bludgers coming past. You can see that there's beaters that are just kind of like flying past you, smacking the bludger out of the way and keeping it away from you. They're kind of like flying around you at this point as the bludgers are just trying to like whiz past you and smack you off the broom. All right, can you help her down? All right, first year, it's all right.
Sorry, I thought I was ready.
It's all right. It happens to every first year.
It just flew at me so quickly.
Takes a little bit of getting used to. Don't worry about it. Maybe next year.
Sorry for wasting your time.
All right. Come on. Anyone that's trying out for beaters, come on. Maisie, you see Olive land nearby. You do anything?
I think I feel like I don't know what's happened to the crowd, but in my head, like the crowd move and the people who try out for beta go, and Maisie just stays still and just like waits for her. Like, are you okay?
It was just really scary. I thought because I liked flying that would go well, but I don't know how you do it, Maisie. Everything's so loud and it's all flying right at you, and
The Seeker's a little bit different. It's you know,
yeah,
a bit more out of the way.
yeah.
For the most part, anyway. I mean, you did better than me in the flying anyway, so maybe next year, hey.
I don't think it matters much if I panic and scream anytime a ball flies at my face, so at least I didn't fall, I guess. But congratulations, you were really great. Like,
Thank you. I was very nervous. I was very nervous. All my friends and my family they all play Quidditch, and my dad, and he works for the Ministry about Quidditch, and my friends all play. So I don't know what I would have done if I if I didn't, you know.
Well, but you don't have to worry about that now. You made the team.
I did. I made the team.
You get to write home. You get to write home to your mum and dad and tell them that you made the team. They're gonna be so proud of you, Maisie. They're gonna be really, really excited.
Thank you, Olive.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. I'm really excited for you.
I'm really excited too.
Well, I'm gonna go back in, but you stay and celebrate, okay?
Hey, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen with the brooms, right? Because we can't have our own brooms. So maybe some time if we can fly, like in practice, maybe we could find a way to maybe fly together maybe sometime, if you'd like. I mean, there doesn't have to be any balls flying at you if you're not into that.
Yeah, yes, yes, please.
Yes?
I'd really like that, yeah.
I would really like that too.
Okay.
I would really like that too.
I really do enjoy flying when things, aren't coming at you so quickly. I just don't think I can do two things at once like that.
I think it will just be practice. I mean, you're a good flyer, so you're a better flyer than me. So it's just, if you get used to it, you'll be fine.
We'll practice together. I can maybe, if I get better, I could give you some flying pointers, and you could help me not scream and dodge anytime a quaffle comes my way.
Yeah, I mean, we can help each other, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go grab some food now. But do you wanna stay, or would you like to come back inside with me?
I think I need to find out how I'm going to practice. I think I need to find out a broom, but I will. But
Okay.
I'll come and catch you up. I mean,
Okay.
you're going to the Great Hall.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll see you there.
I'll see you there.
Okay.
I
So
want to do a little happy skip when I walk away.
in you go. And I think we're gonna head to. We're gonna join. I think let's have Alexander and Blaine. Both of you go ahead and just roll me a d6. Okay. We're gonna join Alexander first. Alexander. A few more days have passed. And you are in class. And it's not exactly the most exciting class ever. You are in History of Magic. Yeah. History of Magic is, well, first of all, it is taught by Professor Binns, who is not exactly human. Professor Binns is a ghost. Professor Binns is a ghost. Professor Binns has a ghostly body, distracted eyes, and a bored face. And you sit down in class, probably next to Barney, I think. And let's see here. Do you sit next to Barney, I assume? I mean, you guys have seemed like decent friends, and okay. Yeah, you sit next to Barney. Let's see here. Okay. You're sitting down next to Barney, and Barney like sighs. I don't know if Barney really likes History of Magic very much. How do you feel about it?
It's I think the word I'd probably use would be boring.
Yeah, you had your first class yesterday. Today's Friday. You had your first class yesterday. Actually, no. This will be your. This will be your first day of History of Magic. But you've kind of heard from people around the school that maybe it's not the best, and that kids usually fall asleep in that class a lot, and only the really brainy kids tend to sit and enjoy facts being thrown at them. So how do you feel upon seeing Professor Binns at the desk? You've seen some of the ghosts probably flying around.
Yeah, would probably quietly say to Barney, I didn't think there'd be ghosts teaching classes.
His like type face is like shrunk, like, and that's usually when Barney is trying to whisper. Blaine, since you don't know, Barney is mute, and the way that he talks is he puts a wand into his neck, and he has the text right in the air, sort of like scribbles in the air, and that's how he communicates. So he puts the wand in his neck, and it's like smaller typeface, and he says, "Everybody says that Professor Binns is really boring. This is going to be the worst."
Yeah, everyone says that this class is boring as well. Maybe that's how Professor Binns died.
He died from boredom himself.
Sounds about right.
Maybe.
How long do we have?
Well, it only lasts one period, but we have it tomorrow as well.
Oh no. I'm just like flicking pages of a book in front of me without really looking at it, and just looking around for something interesting in the room to look at.
All right, students. Everyone, please take your seats. That's good. Everyone, please take a seat. Please open up your History of Magic rule books to page 1. Thank you. Welcome to History of Magic. History of Magic is the best subject at Hogwarts because it talks about all of the different things that have happened in the past in magical history. I'm sure you all enjoy it. Thank you for your interest in the class. I am Professor Cuthbert Binns. As you have already seen, I am a ghost. Some of you may be disturbed by this fact, but I assure you that my credentials as a professor here at Hogwarts are of the utmost heights. Looking forward, we can all see that the history of magic has many facets. It is deep, and there is a lot to cover. As you may have noticed, a history of magic was written by Bathilda Bagshot. It is not entirely necessary for this course, however, I do encourage it. You are welcome to read it. I never discourage outside reading. and it is certainly home to some valuable information. You should understand that magic has changed over the centuries, and some of the information may not be current. Should you come across a disagreement, always defer to the answer provided to you in the lesson. I cannot begin to explain the many reasons why history is important. And he goes on and on, droning on and on for the entire class.
He's my favorite.
And it's painful physically. I feel like we need probably some kind of roll from you. I think we need a tough it out roll. Go ahead and roll plus your body, please, Alexander.
I'll give it my best shot.
You have failed on a 6 or lower. You're hurt badly. Please choose one from the list.
Okay. Yeah, I think I pass out.
Yeah, you go ahead and pass out. Yeah. Barney gives you a nudge.
No potatoes for me.
He points his wand. Class is over.
Oh, good.
That was horrible.
It was. I mean, that was. We have a whole year of this, Barney.
We also have tomorrow.
All right, we need to go do something else. Something fun.
Well, next period is Transfiguration. More of Professor Barrows. She was very mean.
Oh. Maybe we can actually do magic, though, so...
Maybe.
Oh, this is supposed to be fun, Barney.
Well, Charms was fun. And so was Herbology. Besides when you blew up the plant.
Yeah.
Go ahead and also, I want to see how you did in potions class. Because potions class was yesterday. Go ahead and make I know about that roll. Or I read about that roll, sorry.
Okay.
Plus your mind.
A 7.
Okay, so you did all right. You did all right in potions class. Nothing exploded. You weren't super great, but it was it was your second class in potions. You did all right. You did okay.
Yeah. I think on overall... Oh... Well, I just hope it gets better. And I don't lose any more points.
Yeah. Losing any more points would be bad. I think that blowing up any more plants would probably be worse, though.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm just... I don't think I'll ever touch plants again.
It might be difficult to do herbology.
I can't fail a class either. Oh well, I guess I will touch plants. But only... I mean, I might have to get the teacher to sign a contract first or something, just so I'm not getting in trouble for it.
I don't think that's how school works.
Well, maybe it should, Barney. Let's just put it on the table at least.
Okay, so class wraps up, and out you go. Next, we're going to join Blaine. Blaine, we're joining you for Transfiguration. Transfiguration. This is your third Transfiguration class. Well, it's actually your second. The first one was technically like a double. It was a lab. And this is with a not-so-pleasant woman, Professor Barrows, Professor Hazel Barrows. There's like a, I think like a, the scuttlebutt around school is that Professor Barrows is like the meanest teacher that students have, and she's the Transfiguration teacher. She's a Slytherin, and she is she has a lithe body, warm eyes, but a very tough-looking face, and she's been very harsh. We're joining you in the midst of class. And Professor Barrows is talking about the 4 branches of Transfiguration.
Specifically, there is vanishment, transformation, conjuration, and untransfiguration. They were defined in 1651 by a German transfigurist, though we're unsure of the name of this person. There were a few different wizards who claimed credit that year, including... Anyone? Come on, Hufflepuffs.
Would you like to make an I know that roll for me, please, Blaine?
Right.
Or I'm sorry, I read about that. Why do I keep confusing the move that I wrote? That is ridiculous. Come on, Wax Steven. Roll plus your mind, please. Oh, you know the answer to this. On a 10 plus. When you try to remember some history, personal or otherwise, you get to ask me a bunch of questions. So, because this is a specific class, I'm going to say I will tell you a little bit of info about some Transfiguration stuff. One of the most famous wizards that's claimed credit for defining these 4 different branches of Transfiguration is known by the name Fritz Holtz. And an interesting fact was that they claim that their notes disappeared in a mysterious fire the day before the big Transfiguration conference. Also, you know these 4 branches of Transfiguration. Again, those are Transformation, Vanishment, Conjuration, and Untransfiguration. And we'll say, just so you know what each is, Transformation is the branch of Transfiguration that is the most common, and it's what most people think about when they think about Transfiguration. It causes things to actually change from their original state into another.
Professor Burrows? I know it.
Yes?
It's
Mr. Buttersworth.
Is it Fritz? Fritz Holtz?
Correct. Well done. 5 points for Gryffindor, for Hufflepuff.
Right?
The other Hufflepuffs kind of look at you and smile.
Yeah, thanks.
Getting points from Professor Barrows is difficult to do. Well done. Professor Barrows continues.
Transformation, specifically, itself is further broken down into 3 sub-branches. Trans-species transformations, switching, and human transfiguration. These 3 sub-branches do not include general transformations, which some transfigurists believe should be added.
There are other, the rest of Hufflepuff is around you, in the class, also. And you can see, like, one of the other students, you think her name was Rosalina? She's been really nice. She's been, like, overly nice to basically everyone in Hufflepuff. She's been going out of her way to sort of give everybody, like, baked goods and such, various cookies, and for some reason mashed potatoes from her pocket. She's been calling them pocket mash. But she's sitting nearby, and she gives you, like, this super happy face, like, oh my god, you did so good. She's got, like, long brown hair that's done up in braids, and it's kind of like hanging down past her shoulders. And she's, like, giving you the thumbs up, and she's trying to sneak a cookie in the middle of class. You can also see the other girl that was in class that goes by the name of Rain Salamander. She's blind, and she has these, like, really strange looking goggle apparatus on her face, and her eyes kind of swivel a bit as she catches different things going on. She's been she's been pretty hardworking, but you can see, like, occasionally during class and stuff, she'll kind of, like, wander. Something will catch her eye, like a really interesting color or a strange object or something, and you'll hear, like, little, like, oh, sort of moments of utter and complete bewilderment and happiness coming from her, sort of, like, periodically, as she's maybe seeing something for the first time. But otherwise, class goes pretty well for you. After class is over, the rest of the Hufflepuff students like, go past you, and a few pat you, like, on the shoulder as they kind of, like, walk past you.
Good job today, Blaine. Good job.
Thank you. Thanks.
5 points.
Just read. That's all.
Especially from Professor Barrows. That's so hard.
Wasn't so hard. You just have to read. That's it. Have to read a book you were assigned. That's all.
One of the other Hufflepuff students comes up to you, and this is another girl. She has a frail-looking body, indifferent eyes, and an expressionless sort of looking face. Just
good work.
This is Lauren Macon.
Thanks, Lauren.
You're welcome. I've been having a lot of trouble with Transfiguration.
What?
I've been having a lot of trouble with Transfiguration, and you've been really good at it. Maybe.
Okay.
Can you, I think, go ahead and try and read between the lines? That's a heart roll. Okay. So, on a read between the lines, if you look in the handouts section, I have one for moves. There's a move, read between the lines, and on a 10 plus, when you try to understand someone or understand what someone or something is really thinking, you can read them like a book on a 10 plus. On a 7 to 9, you can choose one from the list here. You can ask me that question.
Yeah, what are they planning?
What are they planning?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's trying to ask you for some help with Transfiguration. And she seems really nervous about it.
That's what she's really planning. Okay.
All right. I could help. Sure.
Thanks. Professor Barrows is really scary.
He is rather scary.
So did you go to the library to read anything besides our normal course work?
I've been there a couple times, but I'm not recently. I did a lot of reading before I came here. You know, I want to be really good.
All right. Well, thanks. Maybe, we can work on our homework together?
All right. I can do it.
All right, bye.
She's gonna kind of like rush away.
Bye.
Pack up all this stuff. I think he probably stays a little bit after class to just probably take in the moment of his success, even though it was just answering a question right. But he's super proud of himself, and he just
All right.
and he just starts to pack his stuff up in his little book bag or in his little probably book strap or whatever they have.
Satchel. No, they do have book straps, right? It's the most awkward way to carry books ever. I don't know why they do that. Just buy a friggin' satchel, okay? Come on.
Keep it traditional, I guess.
Okay. So you head out of class, and then we're going to join our Gryffindors in a very different class. We're going to head to Defense Against the Dark Arts. So, you are all heading to your Defense Against the Dark Arts class. Now, this is your second Defense Against the Dark Arts class. There's the normal chit chat as you all sit down to do Defense Against the Dark Arts. This is taught by Professor Azolia Bovin, and she has a slender body, shy eyes, and a tense face. So, Maisie, Clem, and Olive. Do you all arrive together? This is your first period class of the day.
I would imagine that Olive goes to the bathroom before class, like rather than walk in with everyone else. She goes to the bathroom and she's kind of splashing water on her face and looking in the mirror, and she's like, okay, you can do this. You don't need to be frightened. It's going to be okay. Don't be scared. It's going to be okay. And she's kind of like staring herself in the mirror and like saying that over and over. So I would imagine she shows up by herself because that delays her a little bit.
I think that, like, depending on how excited Maisie is for this class, I'm very stoked about Defense Against the Dark Arts. So I would have probably, like, been quick to get here. So depending on, I might have either been like, come on, let's go. Or, yeah.
Yeah, I think I would have come along with you with the let's go, and it kind of on the outside, kind of trying to not show that she's too excited, but definitely happy for an excuse to be dragged along early. Like, definitely all right with that.
Cool.
Okay. So you all sit down. Professor Azolia Bovin is waiting for everyone to sort of take their seats, and she says,
Class, if everyone could please take their seats. Thank you. Class, take your seats. Everyone, well done. Welcome to your second Defense Against the Dark Arts class. Now, if you could all please open up your textbooks to page 37. Today we're going to be speaking on the components of spellcasting. As I have mentioned, you will have observed from the previous lesson, casting spells is not just a matter of waving your wand and saying a few funny words. If you came into this class, or your magical education in general, with the idea that you would be able to get away with attempting to cast spells so whimsically, get rid of that notion immediately. Eventually, you will learn to become less dependent on some of the aspects you will learn, but that requires years of practice and a lot more experience than you currently have. Now, your charms class will more adequately teach you the small, intricate details of how these components work overall. My job is to explain to you how they will be used in this course, and make sure that you are using them properly to the best of my ability, as we did with the Lumos and Nox spell previously. The key part is that most of them are dependent on you. I can fix a wrong wand movement or demonstrate a correct pronunciation, but if you are not concentrating enough, or if you are not exerting any willpower, then I cannot be held responsible when your spell does not work. Now, let us take a general look at the components of spell casting. Does anyone know the components of spell casting? The three of you can make, and I read about that roll. Alrighty. Remember, when you fail rolls, you can mark experience. It is fail forward in the system. So, Clem, it appears that you've been reading up. You know that the components of spellcasting are concentration, willpower, wand movement, and incantation. Yes, Miss Goosanders.
The concentration, willpower, wand movement, and so sorry, what was the last one?
Incantation.
And incantation.
Well done. 5 points for Gryffindor.
Oh, well done, Clem. Well done, Clem. Thanks.
Now, one of the other things that you know specifically what each is. Concentration is basically it has an interchangeable sort of equivalent. You're going to encounter people that refer to it as focus. It means the same thing. When casting a spell, the spell needs to be instructed. This is partially done through the incantation, but is primarily done by the thinking specifically of what you want the spell to do and what you want the effect to affect. Willpower is like thinking in terms of physical force. If you want to push a desk across the floor, you need to exert physical effort in the same way you need to exert mental effort if you want a spell to work. Wand movement is fairly self-explanatory, but it requires a great deal of concentration, and getting the wand movement exactly right is very important. You have seen what happens if you fail to complete a wand movement correctly. You can have extremely disastrous results. Incantation is when you pronounce the words to bring a spell forth in a very specific and basically you're enunciating it very clearly and precisely. Professor Boven continues on with her lecture, and she says,
The first spell that we'll be covering today will be the Verdimillious Charm. This spell is the first offensive spell that you will be learning in class, but it offers more than simply a method of attack. It also offers a temporary light source with a useful effect. It can reveal objects that have been hidden by dark magic. In order to get the spell to use these different effects, you will have to remember 2 different wand movements. However, both forms of the spell have the same incantation. The incantation is Verdimillious. Everyone say it with me. Verdimillious.
Verdimillious.
The offensive version of Verdimillious is the form that we will discuss first. When the spell is cast in its offensive form, the Verdimillious Charm will shoot green sparks out of the tip of your wand, which will fly at your opponent and explode around them. This will cause your opponent to experience a slight stinging sensation. This will normally give you enough time to prepare and cast another spell, or leave the situation completely. The wand movement for this form of the spell is a forward slash that ends with your wand pointed at your opponent. It is important that your wand is aimed in the proper direction, because whichever way your wand is pointing is the direction the sparks will fly, and you do not want to deal with the repercussions that could occur if you accidentally sting yourself. All right. Now, let's practice, shall we?
So, just so you all know, I will be adding this spell to the list. It is, I believe it's in the wiki, but I didn't add it, and I decided to do that for this class. So we'll be adding another spell to the year 1 spells coming up in the next version of the book. This is called the Verdimillious Charm. It's also known as the Green Sparks Charm. Green Sparks. So, what I'd like for all of you to do is try and practice casting the spell, please. remember to use your incantation, and we're going to have Professor Bovin sort of move around the classroom. Let's see. I'm going to roll to see who goes first here. Alrighty. She walks over to you, Miss Skylar. If you could please give us a demonstration. Please cast the Verdimillious charm.
Verdimillious.
Please roll plus your magic. Oh no. On a 6 or lower, the spell rebounds and the caster takes a condition. So this is a first-year spell. Which condition do you take?
Oh, this is the condition on the
top.
Injured, dazed,
Yeah.
upset, exhausted. I think probably upset. I think probably upset.
Okay. So, what do you think actually happens when you cast the spell? Like, what happens with the green sparks and such?
I think the sparks, like, there's a tiny little light at the end, but they don't go anywhere. They like go up the other way. They go like down the wand and through her arm, and it shocks her. Not to have a physical effect, but it shocks her. She's like really embarrassed. She's like, oh God, I've shamed my family. Really, really, really embarrassed. Just, I mean, I could try again. I'll get it. I will get it. Damn it.
All right, we'll keep practicing. Let's move on. Miss Everglade? Please, the Verdimillious charm.
Verdimillious.
Oh no. The spell rebounds and you take a condition.
Oh no. I will do exhausted.
Okay.
Exhausted.
All right. So, what does it look like when you cast your spell?
I think... So you said that the direction of like what you're doing goes the direction that your wand points. And so I think she didn't hold her hand up perfectly forward, and instead she kind of did a flourish that pointed down, and literally like the magical equivalent of shooting herself in the foot kind of thing. Mm-hmm. She let her hand drop and it just went directly onto her own feet. And because she had really, really, really tried to put everything into it, it just like zaps all of her energy out that she was giving her all, and then immediately takes a hit. Green sparks, kind of like a little firecracker at her feet. So she jumps back a little bit, and I would assume if she's jumping back, she stumbles into like a student or a table around her.
Oh my. Yes.
Sorry.
Not enough concentration or willpower, dear. Not enough concentration or willpower. It's very important that you concentrate specifically on what you are trying to achieve with the spell. Again, green sparks. And be very careful.
Sparks.
Oh, you're looking a bit, you're looking a bit tired. Perhaps you used, Yes, definitely not enough concentration or willpower. As you can see, such things will happen if you are not careful. Don't worry, keep trying.
She's going to move on towards you, Clem. And she says, Miss Goosanders, if you would please.
Yes.
The Verdimillious charm.
Verdimillious.
Mm-hmm. All right. The spell succeeds, but there are side effects. Please choose two.
Oh. Where can I find my side effects, sir?
I'm sorry, the handout at the very bottom of the moves handout.
Sorry. Okay. I'd say the spell has diminished effect.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and
You get two.
also I need to. And my wand is thrown from my hand and lands nearby.
Okay, so yeah, the sparks start to shoot out a little bit, and Professor Bovin says, "Ah, yes, oh," and the wand just goes, lands on the ground.
I'm sorry.
Ow.
I'm sorry.
You need to keep a firm grip on your wand. Firm grip on your wand. Go pick that up, please, Miss
Okay.
Goosanders.
Yes.
All in all, not bad for a first try.
Thanks.
Perhaps you can show Miss Skylar and Miss Everglade. Thank you.
Oh.
Well done, Clem.
Thank you. I don't know if I can teach you guys anything.
How did you do that?
Well, to be honest, when I think about focus, I think about how well, this is a lot of information, but after my car crash, I had a therapist, and they told me to meditate, and I think of it as kind of like the same thing. It's like you just turn off your brain and only focus on like breathing, but the breathing is the spell and what you want it to do. It's like the whole world doesn't exist.
I'm sorry you went through that, Clem.
Oh no, it's okay. It makes me better at magic, I guess.
I guess so. And I like sideways glance at Olive. It's kind of like a what do we
Awkward.
say to that? Like, yeah. How do we respond to this awkward 11-year-old? How do I?
I'm 11 and don't know how to understand my own feelings, let alone other people's. So I don't know how to like verbalize how much I want to hug Clem. And so instead I'm just gonna hover my hand, and like I don't know if she'd feel comfortable with me hugging her just yet, so I'm gonna kind of like do this on top of her shoulder and just say, I'm really sorry, Clem.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. But don't worry about it. Let's get back to the magic. So you just say it, and then that's what you do. You just close everything out of your mind, and you just focus on the one thing, which is this spell.
Okay.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Clem.
Okay. We're going to wrap up with the class there. And I think we head to... we head towards... we'll say lunchtime. It's lunchtime. Head to lunchtime. Part of the probably the favorite part of the day for many students, I think. You head to the Great Hall, and it's its usual sort of busy self. And again, aside from the initial start of term feast, everybody kind of mingles with each other. It's not necessarily like one house sitting with one house. There's a lot of that, definitely, like that happens, but you know, people still mingle with each other and kind of eat with who they want to eat with. So after getting out of we're gonna say after getting out of your Transfiguration class, Alex, you're probably the first to arrive in the Great Hall.
Yeah, I'll pick the spot that's becoming our spot, like our table. I'll pick out that place again and
The water
and
stain.
settle down. Yeah. Yeah. The wood sagging on the table. A little bit in that spot.
Okay. Yeah, Barney sits down and he says,
Think I'll have a sandwich today.
Oh. Sandwiches are always good. I'm of the opinion that you can basically put anything between two slices of bread and it's a pretty good sandwich.
What, like even potatoes?
Especially potatoes. I've put pies, chips, potatoes, anything really. Sometimes when I got my dinner, I would just get some bread and then put whatever was on the plate between them and just have a dinner sandwich instead.
That seems really weird.
Yeah, I've been told that before. Well, don't knock it till you've tried it, I guess.
Can you pass the potatoes?
Oh, sure. I reach over and bring them over. I was thinking, how do you think Professor Ghost gets paid?
Professor Binns?
Yeah, that's his name, Binns. Does he get paid normally? Because the ghosts don't eat or sleep, right? And he doesn't need to pay for a house.
I've seen the fat friar sleep. He sleeps a lot.
Oh. Huh. I might have to look into that then.
I never see the Grey Lady sleep, though.
Yeah. Huh, that's strange.
Maybe they have, like, ghost galleons.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna look into it. Maybe I can ask the ghost. Do you think it's rude to ask one of the ghosts?
I don't see why.
Or maybe I'll do that then. I think I'll have some potatoes as well.
okay. Let's see. The rest of you, go ahead and roll me a d6. /R space 1d6. There you go. Okay. So, Clem, you and Maisie are the next to join. And you can, you walk in, you're overwhelmed immediately by the smell of delicious food. It's just a giant hall filled with all the other students and whatnot.
Maisie, I'm craving steak and pumpkin pie.
Together.
That's what I want. Yeah, one first. The steak obviously first, and then the pumpkin pie. Do you think they have that here?
I mean, I don't know, but I could definitely eat some pumpkin pie. That sounds delicious.
Oh, right? Where do you wanna go? Where do you wanna sit, Clem? Is Alexander's around? Do you see him? We should maybe go sit with Alexander.
Yeah. At some point, will you help me find my other friends? Not now, because I want to see our friends, but maybe...
Oh, yeah.
I'm just a bit worried about going to see them on my own, but now we know about Quidditch, I'm not so scared to see them anymore.
Yeah, we totally can do that. Do you want to do that now?
Let's go see Alexander. I do want to make friends here as well, and I think that's very important. So let's maybe do that.
Tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you, Clem.
Not a problem. Now where's that sucker?
You can try and notice something for me.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, normally you'd be trying to accomplish a specific task. But yeah, you probably, after some help from Maisie, you can spot Alexander in the same spot he was in the other day. It's kind of becoming a usual spot for your little group.
Okay, cool. There he is. He's at the spot.
You could even maybe call it the watering hole.
I like that. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the watering hole.
Let's go.
You guys are such dorks. So, yeah, you walk over to Alexander and Barney. Barney, like, does his, like, little wave.
Hello.
Hey, Barney.
Hi, Barney.
Hey, Alex. Can I call you Alex?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, now I have questions. 2 questions. Maybe
Okay.
more than 2 questions, but 2 subjects. Number 1, is it weird to put anything between 2 slices of bread and call it a sandwich? And number 2, do ghosts... What does do you think Professor Binns gets paid? And why would he need to get paid since he doesn't need to eat or sleep? But we think ghosts might sleep. Do ghosts sleep? Consider the second question various questions about ghosts.
Okay. I think, well, first, if we want to figure out the sandwich thing, I think you have to put all of your beans in between 2 pieces of bread and see if that counts as a sandwich to you.
I mean, I think that's a fair test.
I've done it in the past, and I would count it as a sandwich. I've done it.
You've done it in the past?
I've done it with beans and chips, beans and a pie. I've done it with potatoes. I've done it with like broccoli and stuff as well.
I didn't
Wait.
think Clem meant those kind of beans.
No, I meant like your beans, like your favorite beans.
You mean Bertie Bott's beans? Well, they're sweet, which is different. I guess I should probably say...
You have to put them all in between. You got to put the whole box. You can't pick any out. You have to put it between 2 slices of bread.
Well, I guess the statement should be adjusted then. You can put any dinner item between 2 slices of bread and it's a sandwich.
What about lunch item? What about breakfast? There are breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, I guess any non-dessert, non-sweet.
What about ice cream sandwiches? Ice cream sandwiches are a sweet dessert sandwich.
That's like ice cream sandwiches with the bunny ears because it's not really a sandwich, is it?
What about a jam sandwich? Have you ever put butter and then just sugar on a piece of bread and then made a sandwich out of that? It's pretty delicious. I think you should try the beans thing. I challenge you to try the beans thing.
Well, the fun of the beans is doing one at a time, right?
But you said that anything could go between 2 slices of bread and be a sandwich, so I think it's only fair that you
You
test
did say
your-
that.
Maisie's
But I
right.
need an adjustment after the fact. Okay, let's
Maisie and
put
Barney
this
are
one
right.
on the shelf for now.
We like look
How-
at Barney and he's like eating a sandwich just full of potatoes. So we've got
how do
2
you feel
people that are
about
trying to
topic?
convince you. 3 people that are trying to convince you. I think what we'll do is one of you, Maisie or Clem, is going to be the roller. Who between you is going to try to convince Alex? Maybe the person with the better heart score?
Am I
Ooh,
still,
yeah.
Do I still have a condition?
What is the condition from class?
Yeah.
Yeah, you still have it.
Okay, then not me because I have -2 heart. And
I have
already
0 heart.
-1.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
we're going to say that you have +1 forward since you're receiving some help from Maisie
Okay.
as you try to convince Alex.
I really want him to do this, so.
Okay. On a 9. When you try to make someone hear you either through intimidation or conversation, this is definitely intimidation. You get to choose one from the list there. It's conditional basically.
Okay. Convince. I get to choose one?
Yeah.
they go along with it for now.
Okay, so I'll leave that up to you, Alex, for how you interpret that.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll try. I think.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do
Do
it.
it.
Do
Do
it.
it. Do it.
Do it.
Right,
Do
fine, okay.
it.
Give me some bread. Yes! I reach into my pocket and I had to use these ones up anyway, or they would go bad from being open for too long.
How many
No,
are there?
Mike's
Do you have enough to
playing-
fill a whole slice of bread?
Oh yeah. Am I doing a full with 2 pieces slice of bread, or 1 slice of bread folded over into a half sandwich?
I mean, surely it has to be 2 because you did say
If
you
the
can put
bread is
anything
folded-
between 2 slices of bread. So,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I mean,
right.
I did.
it's
I
your
did.
theory.
Okay. Let's try it then. I think. Well, it's still a sandwich, right?
Yeah, it's a bean sandwich.
So you agree that anything between 2 slices of bread is a sandwich? Looks like
If
we
you
don't
can
need to
eat
really
it.
experiment anymore. Of course.
If
we
you
need
can
to.
eat
it doesn't
it.
mean it's a good sandwich.
I'm
It's
just
a
saying,
sandwich.
for absolute proof, you gotta eat it.
Eat it. Eat it.
Okay.
Eat
Nice
it.
and sprinkle it.
Eat it.
Eat it.
Eat it.
Eat it. Eat it.
So I think Olive, you probably come in the midst of this conversation. You can see there's some writing that just says eat it, like in the air, like nearby.
I'm gonna walk right over and just go, just point to the writing and go, what?
Hi, hello.
Olive, we want him to eat it. Just say, eat it. Eat it.
Eat it,
Eat it.
eat it,
Eat it.
eat it,
Eat it.
eat it, eat it.
Okay. A whole thing or just 1 bite?
The whole thing.
The whole thing. I think. Well, since you're part of the experiment, then we can cut this into 4 quite easily, and you 3 can have some as well.
No, because it's not our experiment. It's your experiment.
You wanted to prove it,
Your
not
experiment.
us.
You're the one that suggested it.
Ooh, I think we need a convince roll from Alex now.
I'm just gonna lean over to Barney and go, what's he eating?
Everything.
Got it, okay.
So who am I trying to convince, Clem?
Checks out.
You're trying to convince Clement and Maisie to and potentially Olive as well.
Oh no.
My relationship's all balanced out to a net 0 there, so I can just do the heart roll.
Yeah, it's just the heart roll.
I recently spent my XP stars and brought up my heart roll, so that's good. Okay.
Oh, an 8. Okay, you get to choose one from the list there, Alex.
I think I'll go with okay. If I do it first, you all promise that you have to take a bite.
Are you making, just to clarify, is it
They
Maisie?
need
I'll
proof.
let you decide. Maisie, Clem, and Olive, or Maisie, Clem, and Barney?
Maisie, Clem, and Olive, because I need a Ravenclaw ally for when I'm in. I'm trying to be Barney's best friend, right? He's the only one who's shown me any sort of acceptance in the house, so he gets excluded. Okay, I cut it into 4 and I go, I'll do it first, but you all have to do it too. And I'm going with they need proof. So me doing it counts proof.
This is the
Okay.
worst outcome.
I don't know what it is, so I'm just like, shh, yeah.
Yeah, I hand you each a square of the sandwich and I'll do it. You can back out now if you want.
I turn to Maisie and I'm like, how bad do we want him to do this? Do we take one for the team?
I mean, he has to do it first, right?
Yeah, but it would be really terrible if we bailed out after.
We should get Barney to make the sandwich. We should get him to make sure that everything's all spread out, because then it will all be equal, right? Because then otherwise he might know what beans. He eats a lot of those beans. He might know that it's in that corner and then eat that one. So maybe we should get Barney to do it. That would be fair, right?
Yeah,
that's
super fair.
like an impartial what's the phrase? You know,
Third wheel.
I don't. Not what I was
An
thinking
impartial
of,
third
but-
wheel. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I stuffed a quarter of the sandwich into my mouth.
Okay.
Oh wow. Oh, we have to do it now.
Wait.
Like,
Are you all doing it at the same time, or?
I am waiting. He said he was going to do it first. I'm
Okay.
waiting for the full reveal. I'm
Alexander.
waiting until we see it, what happens.
Alexander. Now, when we did this roll before, we did a D3 to determine if it was really gross, something really gross, kind of neutral, or something that tasted great. I think we still need that same roll, and I'm going to let you determine what it tastes like. Okay? Give me a D3.
So is it good, neutral, bad, or bad, neutral, good? 1, 2, 3.
Bad, neutral, good. 3 is good.
That's 3.
Oh no.
What kind of insane flavor combination happens in your mouth?
I'm pretty sure I got. I think some sort of alcohol, but I can't be sure. It wasn't that bad. And then definitely strawberries. There might have been some fresh cut grass in there, but I don't mind that one all that much. It's quite nice, actually.
Blaine, you're probably on the other side of the table, nearby. You've just witnessed someone pour a box of Birdie. It's Birdie's Everything Flavor Beans.
Birdie
right?
Bots.
Birdie Bots, yeah. Birdie Bots Everything Flavor Beans, and they can be anything. You know, I don't know if you ate any on the train ride to Hogwarts, but yeah, they can be anything. And he just ate a sandwich quadrant full of them.
There's some in there that I didn't quite pick up. They were overpowered, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
What?
Your turn.
So it's a good
now.
sandwich? It's a good sandwich?
I would say it's a good quarter of a sandwich.
Great.
You'll need to tell
Thing is
me
proved.
if the rest of the
We
sandwich
proved it.
is any good. No,
We
know
proved
it's a
it.
good
So
quarter of a
you
sandwich.
win. Everything that's put between two pieces of bread is a sandwich, and that's done. We're good. Amazing pumpkin pie.
Oh,
Was that
Hi.
a good? Was that good? I saw it. The whole thing.
Well, I liked it, but I have a unique arrangement of taste buds, I think.
Very unique.
And me too.
And like you kind of see on his plate that he's got like a normal array of food, but there's definitely a quadrant of his tray that is definitely been picked from the like the familiar animal companion treat section of the kitchen, like some anchovies and such like that for cats and stuff. And he's like, "All right, me too," and he just like slurps up like an anchovy.
what do you have there?
Lunch.
Oh,
There's only 3 slices of this sandwich left, and they've been reserved by these
all right.
3.
Oh, I don't
So-
want any.
There you go then. They said they were going to do it after I did it, so I did it.
Oh,
Do you want to come sit with us?
all right.
Yeah, there's like no one around him, and he just kind of slides over.
Hello,
what's your name?
Blaine.
Blaine.
Hi. I'm in Hufflepuff.
It's obvious.
I'm
Oh,
Alexander.
cool.
You can call me Alex.
Do you know Rosalina?
Rosalina. Yeah. The lady with the.
Rosie,
Pocket
yeah,
Mash?
she's our friend. Pocket
Oh,
Pocket
yeah.
mash.
She still has
Yeah.
that?
She's trying to sell that to a lot of us.
Sell it. She's
Yeah.
selling pocket mash.
She's
Like for money?
the free free pocket mash that she's getting from lunch and dinner, she's then selling to the other students.
Trying.
I mean, maybe
Trying.
it's more
Well-
that it's the service because she's feeding them.
Right.
So maybe
Yes.
it's.
Sounds like she's an enterprising young lady.
That's brilliant.
I'm not having it.
I heard an adult say that once.
I don't know what's been
Well-
in those pockets.
We said
Mostly
we'd eat.
sausages and potatoes in her pockets, actually.
Oh.
And crystals for some reason.
Were
What if
we
you had-
still going to eat the bean sandwich?
I mean,
Yeah,
we
I
said we
guess
would.
so. Ugh. Okay.
We're just sealing our status as bean buddies.
Well, cheers. I'm just gonna kind of like hold my little sandwich up to like clink it.
Yeah, I clink back.
My advice is to
Same.
chew it really, really hard, and then and just get rid of it. You never know.
Please not vomit. Please not vomit. Please not vomit.
Okay, the three of you dig in. You three can give me a D3 as well. 1 is bad, 3 is good, 2 is neutral.
Oh no.
Oh no, you didn't roll that right. You put a space
Oh,
between the one
no.
and the one and the D6.
Rolling 1.
Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, all right. So
No.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
Thrown my friend under the bus.
Can I roll a tough it out to see if I can?
Oh,
see if I
yeah,
can, Like, try
absolutely.
and keep a straight face.
absolutely, whenever you feel like you all want to try to use a move, feel free to let me know. Absolutely.
Oh no. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Maisie. Maisie. Oh no. Someone have any water?
all
Pumpkin
right?
juice.
both at the same time.
Yeah, both
And milk.
water, pumpkin juice,
don't
and I
mix
just
them.
like, I just shove
joking?
both towards it. I just start banging on the back, on her back.
Help! Help!
I want to try to do a treat wounds to help her because she looks like she's choking.
You sure can. Go ahead and roll plus your heart, please, Olive.
Oh gosh. Okay. Hang in there, Maisie. Oh okay,
no.
but maybe don't hang in there. No. I realize that.
You're doing the awkward like slap on the back kind of thing, and nothing's really happening.
I would think that like I think I know how to do the Heimlich, but it's just from hearing about it.
You like grab her under the arm and you're trying.
Yeah, and I'm like just lifting up her armpits or something. I'm like, I think this is how you do it. Like, and instead I'm just kind of lifting her up and down.
Okay,
Is
Maisie,
it
while you're
helping?
in,
Okay, sorry.
describe how you're feeling.
Oh, she's making noise. That means she's not joking.
She's literally turning green now.
Oh, did you two get lucky as well?
Let's not talk
Yeah,
about that right
Yeah,
now.
no.
I really thought that was going to go very badly and we'd all have a terrible experience. Maisie, I'm sorry. I didn't expect you'd be the only one to get all the bad ones.
I think they say here that a cup of tea will fix anything, right? So tea. How do you take
What do you really like to eat that tastes good?
Just some of that pumpkin pie might be nice. I
okay.
don't know if I can get this taste out.
What does it taste like, Maisie?
It tastes like it's bitty. It tastes like very coarse hair, mixed in with like a really strong drain smell. It's like it's like the hair in the drain has been pulled out, rolled into a bean, and smushed into that.
Drain
Can
hair.
you, can you breathe in that direction? I'll get you some pumpkin pie. That's staying with you for a wee bit.
Yeah, pumpkin pie.
Yep, I grab a whole pumpkin pie from some. Sorry,
Yeah.
this.
I don't
Here
know
you
why
go.
it's spicy.
Oh,
Barney turns towards you.
smells.
Barney turns towards you, Blaine, and he says, "That's why I don't eat the beans."
I don't know
Maisie,
if I want to now,
you know what you might like? My favorite snack in the world. It sounds weird, but it's cheddar cheese and pickles, and you put them both in your mouth at the same time and eat them at the same time. Maybe that'll
Try
help.
Very good.
anything right. I'll try anything.
Okay.
do you think we should maybe hold off the beans for a wee while then?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
I definitely think we should.
I
hold
still
off
have
the
a whole
beans for a
packet
little while.
left, though.
Oh,
to
save
change
it,
your mind.
bud.
No, okay.
Yeah, Alex
did
just
he
kind of
get
like
them
holds it
out?
up and rattles them around.
Can I try and get them off him?
You want to try and grab them from him?
I want to try and
Yeah,
confiscate
yeah. Sure. You can try and be quick and quiet or struggle, whichever you think is more appropriate here.
Probably struggle.
Okay.
I think, given Maisie's state at the moment, probably struggle.
Okay. Okay. She tries to like climb up on the like the bench, you know, to like try and like grab them from you, but it's just a very half-hearted attempt. She's just kind of grabbing the air. There's no strength.
I put them away. Sorry, I realised they might be traumatic for you. Do you need to go and go to the medical wing and? Are you?
Yeah, maybe.
Which option did you take from Tough It Out for a 6 or lower? Because you were hurt badly there, Maisie. You can pass out or flee. You're cursed, severely injured, or deeply affected by it. I think I know. Or you can take all 3 options from the 7 to 9 list.
So I'm already upset. I've already got minus. Excuse me. I've already got -2 heart because I'm upset. So I don't know like what would be the most appropriate for that. But I'm gonna say.
Well, the 6 or lower has its own list.
Severely
Yeah.
injured or deeply affected by it because I feel like I'm already upset.
You're
so that's
deeply
probably
affected by it, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, right. The other question, though. Professor Binns, do you think he gets paid? And does he get paid normal galleons or ghost galleons? And also, do ghosts sleep?
I bet he gets paid, and he just sleeps on a giant bed of money.
But he's a ghost.
Ghosts can pretend to sleep, maybe.
That's what I
I mean,
think.
I imagine they'd want to just have as close to a regular life as possible, right?
Yeah, I was thinking about asking one of the ghosts. Bunny thinks it'll be okay, but what do you think?
Maybe rude.
My mum always said not to talk about money. Sometimes it makes people uncomfortable.
That's a
Yeah,
good
that's true.
point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but he's already dead. How much more uncomfortable can he get?
Well, do you really want
I
to
don't
find
know how
out?
it feels.
Yeah.
I sort of want to definitely really want to find out if he sleeps or gets paid and what he does with his galleons. Does he buy like ghost stuff?
Ghost
Whether-
sandwiches? What's a ghost sandwich like?
Right, and what did? Yeah, I think we might have to ask a ghost. I take a quick look around and see if I can see any in the Great Hall.
Yeah, go ahead and notice something for me, please, Alex.
Dang.
Oh, absolutely. Which ghost do you think you see?
I don't know.
You get to ask
just
me
look-
2 questions from the list there.
Okay. I'm gonna go with, is there anyone or anything sneaking around?
Yeah, there's ghosts that are kind of moving about.
And does it seem dangerous is the other one?
Okay. So
That's me trying to sort of, that's it. And in the sense of trying to gauge their mood, like do they look like a happy ghost or an angry ghost?
Yeah, so I'm going to roll for this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. The Fat Friar is nearby, as well as Peeves. Peeves looks like he's setting up some kind of prank on one of the students at the end of the table.
Oh, he looks busy. Barney said he saw the Fat Friar sleeping, so maybe we should. I'm gonna go and. Here's your house. Go straight line.
I'll come with you.
You want to come with, and then we can bring him over and we can ask our ghost questions.
All right.
Okay.
I'll introduce you.
Yeah, I haven't met him properly yet.
All right.
Do we know who Peeves is?
I don't know yet. I say that you can probably either. I would say you could do. I read about that.
Okay.
I'd
like to.
See.
I read about that.
Yeah, sure. I don't know if you've had direct interaction with Peeves. Okay. On a 7 to 9, you can ask me 2 from the I read about that list. Ooh, and on a failure, Maisie's not having a good day.
I've got +2 on that as well, guys. Just for context, I've got +2 on my mind.
Oh no. Sorry. I'd like to know, is it dangerous? And what does it do?
Okay. So, Peeves, I think you've maybe heard about it from some of the other students. Peeves is, I wouldn't say extremely dangerous, but definitely dangerous. Peeves is the prankster amongst the ghosts. A lot of the older students kind of like think he's incredibly annoying. And he usually kind of goes around and sort of messes with the caretaker a lot. I think you've heard the older students talking about how much he used to mess with Filch, the old caretaker. However, Peeves has apparently not really been too keen on trying to get on Nanny Buckland's good side or bad side, because she's a little bit more intimidating. She's not a squib like Filch. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would think, yes, you definitely know that Peeves is dangerous. Not like to the degree where he would severely injure someone, but dangerous nonetheless. What was your other one? What does it do?
What does it do? Yeah.
Okay. So, Peeves moves about the castle, and he just causes trouble. He's chaos.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to know enough whether or not I can tell him, don't go. Alexander, no, don't talk to Peeves. That's a bad idea. I heard that he's like, that he does bad things. He might hurt you, or, do something, reckless. He's not like a nice one.
Who, Peeves?
Peeves, yeah.
We'll definitely go with the friar then.
And Peeves looks a little bit like a jester, like a court jester. He has that look about him.
Okay. And then the friars, because he's the Hufflepuff, and so we're okay there. Are ghosts dangerous in general? Should I touch it?
I don't know if you can. I think he'll go right through.
The Fat Friar, by the way, is like sat down at the table, like digging into the food. Like he's got his own little tornado of food going on.
What is the food doing?
It's just sitting there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not moving. It seems like when he reaches into the food, there's like a ghostly version that like pops out, and he just kind of like chomps down on it.
I think I have more questions now. We should definitely ask him to come over.
All right. Well, I don't want to interrupt him. I'll bring you over.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's go. Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Off you go. We're gonna just kind of fast forward a little bit there. You guys finish up with your lunch, and it's about time to head out. As you're leaving the Great Hall, there is something that's a little off-putting. This might be really loud. Hold on. Let me fix that. Right near the stairs, you can see that there's a student. Looks like an older student, and they are a Slytherin. They have their books as if they're ready to go to class. However, they're doing something strange. You can see that they are, in fact, walking into the wall as if there is a path before them. However, they're just continuously walking into the wall.
How old is the student look? Is it one our age or an older
Maybe
student?
a third or fourth year.
Guys, I get it now. I know exactly what's been happening. This is a simulation. We're in the simulation.
And that's where we're going to end the first part of the show today. We're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break here, folks, because we're way over. We're going to take a little bit of a break here. Just to clarify, however, the student was not walking through the wall, sort of like a drone. They were walking
just banging against it.
Against the wall.
Oh. So they
Like
didn't
an
walk into the room of
NPC.
requirement.
Yeah, like a broken NPC, pathing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Classic Slytherin.
Yeah.
Myth. Don't start.
We're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break, give everybody a chance to use the bathroom, etc. If you have not done so, please make sure you follow all of these wonderful people. Please give them a follow. Follows are free. Make it happen. And if you have yourself a Twitch Prime or an Amazon Prime that you have not used yet, consider using it on one of these wonderful people and get yourself some emotes. Make it happen. Give them some support. Show them some love. And if you want to support Table Story, make sure you follow twitch.tv/tablestory as well. And you can head on over to tablestory.tv/Patreon, /pledge if you want to head on over to our Patreon, where we've got all kinds of stuff. And we have people have the chance to submit NPCs for the show. We might meet some today. We'll see. But there's all kinds of wonderful things on there. And if you want to learn more about the system and everything that we're playing here on Witchcraft and Wizardry, you can head on over to tablestory.tv/WAW, where you can also find links to the podcast. It would be super helpful for us here at Table Story if you would get iTunes, download iTunes on your computer. I know it's a pain in the butt, but if you could actually rate and review the podcast version of the show, it helps Table Story so much and it would make such a difference. Thank you so much, and we'll be back in just a little bit. Hang tight for more Witchcraft and Wizardry. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to Table Stories, Witchcraft, and Wizardry. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, the group sees this older Slytherin student walking into the wall. I don't know if anyone knows this person. It'd probably be less likely that you'd know the older students, at least within the first week of school still. But you can see that they're tall. It's a woman. She's got short, like boy cut-ish hair, focused eyes, and an expressive face.
Do you think she maybe has history of magic next and is trying to get out of it?
I'm just gonna walk over to her and I'm gonna like lightly tug at her her robes and just say, are you all right?
There's no response. She seems to like move slightly when you sort of tug her arm a little bit.
Should we tell a prefect?
Yeah?
Maybe go get someone.
Yeah.
Excuse me, and I'm just gonna tug a little bit harder. Are you okay?
She doesn't seem to respond.
Does she have a bag or anything that might have a name on it, like a book or?
Roll for it. Notice something.
Do I still have a condition?
What's that?
Do I still have the condition?
Unless the conditions are treated, guys, they stay on.
How do I treat it?
There is a healing conditions handout for all of you to heal various conditions. When you are injured, you can have your wounds treated by friends. If you are dazed, you can bow out of a fight. If you are upset, you can successfully be consoled by friends.
Okay.
If you are exhausted, you can have a little bit of chocolate or food in general. If you are jinxed, you can get counter-jinxed, counter-cursed, or counter-hexed. Otherwise, you basically need to rest in the hospital wing.
Okay.
So, since we just had...
You just had food. Anybody that was exhausted can clear the exhausted condition.
Cool, okay.
But Maisie, you were upset, right?
I was upset, yeah.
Okay.
We tried to console you with pumpkin pie.
That was for the beans.
There's a lot to console Maisie for today.
Maisie's had a rough day.
That's right.
Maisie's had a rough week, to be honest.
But she did make second string, okay?
Yeah. Highs and lows.
Makes it all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking around for a prefect to try and get their attention. Or a teacher.
Okay. You would definitely be able to find one of them. I would say there's a prefect. It is a Hufflepuff prefect. Let me just pull open my list of people. You see a fifth year prefect. I think Blaine would know this person. This is Amber Barrows. She has a lean body, fearful eyes, and a tough face.
Yeah, I run over and tug on our robes. Hey, hello, you're a prefect,
Yes, what can I do for you?
Does
She
a student doing?
looks a little bit like the teacher that you have for Transfiguration.
Oh. Does a student... they're hurting themselves or something?
That's why I heard that name.
What? What are you talking about?
It's this over
Where?
here, this way.
All right.
She sort of rushes over.
There, my friend Olive's trying to help. That one.
All right. First year, back away.
While Alex is going to get her, I'd like to investigate, since I'm standing next to her.
Absolutely.
Before I do, I was just, like, gameplay mechanics-wise, I have a quick question. Can we spend our experience whenever we hit 5 stars?
As soon as you hit 5 stars, you can spend your XP.
Okay, cool.
Just so that anyone that's listening to this, including you players, knows, my intent with the XP was to give you a little bit more flexibility when you're trying to use moves or whatever on the fly, you know, because it is, as a first year, it is kind of like, just in general, it's kind of hard to succeed on these moves, like in general. So you can use things like your inspire others. That's super good. Like, I don't know how many of you have read that move, but it's a super good move. If you try and inspire your friends, you can actually give them some really great bonuses to their rolls. And if you're using your XP, you might be able to switch your attributes, you know, when you're trying to succeed on a roll. So keep in mind.
Okay, cool. I am going to investigate then.
Alrighty. Roll plus your mind.
Okay.
Is that the new roll?
Yeah,
No.
that's the new roll.
The 5 there?
That's after I used my experience to make my mind stronger. Okay.
Can
So
I
I think-
investigate as well?
She's close. So Olive, let's handle Olive first because she did fail a roll, and I get to do stuff when that happens. Olive, as you're investigating this person, you could swear that you hear something soft, as if it was in the distance. You start to feel like a little bit lightheaded, and I'm going to say that you take the dazed condition.
Okay.
Maisie, you're trying to investigate as well. How are you trying to investigate?
I just want to look. I want to look to see if she has a bag or books, or if I can see maybe on the off chance, I doubt this one, but like if there's a name tag, because we all had to bring name tags with us. If she's got something over her arm with a name tag or a cloak, or I want to try and find out who she is.
This might be like a notice something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Notice something. Also, I'm sorry about my arms going over, and my cat is like walking across my desk. she usually hates everyone, so I don't know why she's chosen
we're just
right now.
assuming that it's the I don't know what to do with my hands thing.
I don't know what to do with my hands. I mean that too. There we go. A 6, a failure. Wow. Another one.
Look at the sea of red.
I would also like to investigate when you get a mo.
So let's address Maisie's notice something. You haven't. I think what I'm going to say for you here, Maisie, is you don't notice that Olive is acting a little funny. You're just more focused on trying to figure out who this person is. Clem.
Yes.
How are you trying to investigate?
I think I want to I think I would rather notice something.
Okay.
Yeah. About the environment or my friends' reactions to that environment.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a mind roll. Oh my god. So much failure. Wow. Okay. And by the way, just a reminder for everybody, if you have a plus forward or anything like that you're adding to a roll, not that it would happen there, but if you do have a plus forward, don't put the plus in with the roll. Just do the number. You don't need the plus. Okay. So, you don't seem to notice anything in particular with this person either. You don't notice what's going on with Olive either. Okay. But it's at this point...
just in existential pain.
Yeah, it's at this point that Blaine and Alexander sort of come back with the prefect, Amber Barrows. And she says,
All right, first years, back away. Back away. Back away.
What?
I'm gonna kind of stumble backwards as I do, because I'm starting to feel super, super lightheaded from that.
Ray? Ray, is that you? Ray.
This is a Patreon NPC submitted by Ram Ray, by the way. And again, this is a Slytherin. She's got a tall body, a short boy cut like hair, focused eyes, and an expressive face. She's not really changing at all. She doesn't seem to respond to the talking. And we see the prefect, Amber Barrow, say,
Revelio.
and there's a bit of a flourish with her wand. And
Something's wrong with her. All right, first years, please, go to your classes. I'll handle this with the teachers. Professor! Professor!
Guys, should we follow them? I mean, I would usually say yes, but I still... I don't know, it's not really been my day, you know? Maybe I should call it a day now, you know?
I don't...
We saw it first.
super quiet, Zagonicus.
Oh, sorry. We saw it first, and we told the prefect, so we should maybe be around as witnesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can say what happened.
We have class.
Maybe we should escort her to the hospital wing.
Yeah, we should. So we should tell the teacher, because we saw it and we were here first. So the teachers will probably want to talk with it. So we should follow. We should go and.
Just
I think
to be
we should
sure.
do that.
Yeah.
But we have class.
Well,
Oh.
Right, but it's
I don't want to get in trouble.
probably okay if we get a teacher's permission. Plus, it's herbology.
Oh, it's herbology?
For
What's
me,
wrong
it
with
is at
herbology?
least.
Oh.
we have... is it Transfiguration? After lunch?
Yeah, it's Thursday for you. Blaine, there's actually a class schedule, if you did not notice in the handouts. So it's just after lunch. Period 3 is coming up next on Thursday. So Gryffindors have Transfiguration. Hufflepuff has Defense Against the Dark Arts.
I have Dada.
No, we should.
Ravenclaw and Slytherin have Herbology together.
I just
We
had
should-
Transfiguration, and
We shouldn't
Well-
miss it. Could we come back after class? We could go straight to the hospital wing and see.
I think
Okay.
we should go straight there now, and then if we're late for class, we should get a note to say why, and then that should be okay. Because if we leave and they needed, it's something we may have seen or say could really help, and it might be a time important thing.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
While we're standing in the same area, I kind of want to see if there was anything about if I see any signs in this area of what might have happened to her or why she was walking to
Sure,
that
you
wall in
wanna
particular.
Try and investigate, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I think it's gonna go great with my dazed condition that I'm in.
Yeah.
But I can't not try, so let's give that a whirl.
Whoa! Holy cow!
What? I failed every roll today, and this is the one that I get?
This is it.
I don't think the upset took in the roll.
Does it automatically modify if we have the condition
Yeah,
checked?
it should. Yeah, it
It
should.
does?
Hold on. You rolled a 5 and a 5. So that technically was an 8. Looks like we
wait,
found a
upset's
bug.
heart. No, upset's heart anyway. It doesn't affect mine.
Oh yeah, you're correct. No, but she's
I'm
got
dazed.
she's dazed.
Or dazed,
Yeah,
or-
dazed
Yeah.
does affect that.
I do have it checked on the character sheet.
All right, Etoile. We're going to be on your butt
Wait.
after this show.
Maisie's last main roll was -2 from upset, though.
Yeah.
So
That's what I was
I think it's
asking.
just the way
Because
that
it should be -2 to the heart, but it's taken it into consideration for my mind rolls, I think, by the looks of things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Could be wrong.
What's your mind stat?
My mind is 2.
It's a plus
My
2,
mind is
yeah.
+2.
Something screwy. So, so Maisie, you would have actually had an 8 on your roll. Oh, we found a bug. Everything's wrong now. Everything's wrong.
Cancel the show.
Yeah, I think try and check and uncheck the upset condition. Maybe we'll see if that fixes it. But regardless, so Maisie, you would have had an 8 on your roll for notice something. So I would say that you know this person, or you saw something written. This is Ray Capernet. Ray Capernet.
And it's Ray like R-A-E. Like
R-A-Y-E.
R-A-Y-E.
Yeah. She's a 4th year Slytherin.
Okay.
And let's see. Olive, you also got an 8 because of the way that this, for some reason, rolled. And this is going to be your investigate. So, you get to ask me one question from the list there.
I'm gonna go with, is there anything strange?
Is there anything strange physically about this? Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm gonna change my mind. Is there any remaining magic here? Do I sense that this was something that was magically influenced?
Okay. So, you, I think that you can probably maybe feel it. Maybe there's like your hair standing on end. I'll let you kind of describe it. But yeah, there's definitely some like remaining magic here. Absolutely.
Would I be able to kind of sense any type of, I guess, like, am I picking up on magic because I'm getting a whiff of like a potion I've smelled before, or I'm smelling, if it had something to do with a plant,
Some kind of a charm.
A charm, okay. Is it possible to do an I read about that role? Trying to remember some history, like if I'm trying to pick up on, like honing in on what type of magic it is, or if I would recognize the charm?
Yeah, but I'm going to say you have -1 forward on that.
Okay.
Again, try and click and try and like check and uncheck your conditions real quick just to see if that like makes it fix.
So under forward, I would do, so I clicked and unclicked the dazed condition, and then I'm just putting a -1.
Yeah, -1.
Okay.
Let's see if this rolls correctly. Still putting you as...
It's weird that it's
so you
doing
rolled-
0 upset.
So you rolled a 7. What do you... So this should be... It's still a fail. Because you had... You had a -1 forward. And yeah, it's still doing something wonky with upset. All right. Well, we'll try and get that fixed. But it's a fail, unfortunately. You don't know anything about this specific thing. And it's probably by now that the prefect, Amber Barrows, comes back. And she has with her a professor that you would recognize, Alex. You recognize this person very well. This is Professor Pinescrew. Professor Pinescrew has a weak body, innocent eyes, and a narrow face. Kind of rushes up, and he says,
All right, first years, please. Move out of the way. Move out of the way.
We should probably just get going to class.
I would like to notice something. because Alex this entire time has been saying that we should follow and we should stay, and now he just said we should immediately go to class. So
Are you sure this isn't read between the lines?
I would like to read between the lines if that is what.
All right, you can try and read between the lines.
Okay. Do I have any? I don't have any pluses, eh?
You have no forward. I mean, if you have a relationship, remember whenever you're
No.
rolling sort of directed at a player
Okay.
or someone you have a relationship with, roll the relationship button.
Okay.
Oh, no. It's a 5 on your heart roll. See, now this is taking into consideration dazed. So I think the dazed and the upset condition are switched. So, are you dazed right now?
I'm not. I don't have any conditions.
All right. So you that was a 5. So you have a 0 in heart?
I have a 0 in heart.
Okay, so that rolled correctly. All right.
Okay.
So, yeah, you don't really know what's going on. Maybe Alex turned around really quick. Barney's probably like, "We need to get out of here."
I agree with. Look what Barney said.
Sir, I refer to the teacher.
Yes, what do you want? You need to get
well-
going to class.
Okay, sir, but if you needed any witnesses to what just happened, we were there. We witnessed it.
What happened then?
Oh. Well, we came around the corner, and this student was walking over and over and over into the wall and wouldn't respond to anything that we were saying. I think it's a simulation and that all of this is a lie now, but that's what happened.
Alex, is this one of your friends? I expected as much.
Do you know him?
You know this.
We do we need to be here, or can we go to class now?
Get going to class.
I ironically
Okay.
have Defense Against the Dark Arts right now, and I'm late for it.
Okay, so
Okay, yep. Well, I'll see you guys maybe for dinner.
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, bye. Night.
Bye.
You rush off with Barney towards the herbology
Okay.
greenhouses.
I'm just gonna lean to Maisie and Clem. That was odd, right?
That was odd.
Was it? I didn't really notice it.
You know that spell that we learned earlier? The one that you did, Clem?
Mm-hmm.
Verdemilius?
Didn't the professor say that it would reveal dark magic?
Oh yeah, that was one of the things, right? Where?
What if there's dark magic here?
Should we try it? Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to get us in trouble, but
It's best if we figure it out.
Specifically, it can reveal objects that have been hidden by dark magic.
Okay. Okay.
I think there's a spell. I don't remember the name of it, but it reveals like hidden messages and writing. So if there's something on the wall or like invisible ink, it'll reveal that as well. Maybe we could try that. I think it's a bit more difficult, but Clem, you seemed like really good earlier at that sort of stuff.
Sure. I mean, I could try the Verdemilius. I don't know about the other one. Do you want me to try the other one, or do you want to try the other one? You seem to
it's
know
up
more about
to
it.
you. You don't need to do this. This is your decision. Okay. We can just
I
go back
guess
to
I-
class.
I could try both. Okay.
No, I'll try the other one. Just whatever you feel comfortable with.
Okay. Why don't we all try each one if we're comfortable with it?
Okay.
I feel like
it's
I've
okay,
probably
Maisie.
done
You don't
enough
have
today.
Yeah. That's okay.
I've got everything wrong, and I
have this gun and I really need to use it.
But
Okay.
but I'm sure that you guys can do it. Can I try and inspire others, please, Wax?
Absolutely. Yes.
Can
I
I-
cannot emphasize enough how great it is for people to use this move. It's so good.
Do I roll once for each of them? I don't have any modifiers for either.
I would say, yeah, you have to roll for each. Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a form of Inspire Others that gives us a +2 magic for spellcasting? Or no? Okay.
So this
Ooh.
is okay. Oh, so I can't. So there's no plus. So I can't plus magic to them. Only body, heart, or mind.
Correct. Body, heart, or mind. But
Okay.
if people have the experience, one of the things you can do when you hit 5 stars of your experience is change one of your spellbank spells, which will give you a +1 on a specific spell.
Okay. I would like to do that then.
Yep. Just make sure you reset your experience back to 0 when you're done.
Can we hold our experience?
It's meant to be spent like right away. Well, actually, yes, but you can't gain any until you spend it. I'll say that. And that's something that I'll add to the rules because that's a good question.
And is there something that we can do? So I hit my experience earlier, but I didn't want to change any of my. I didn't want to move any of my numbers around, and I didn't want to change any of my traits or my house bonus. So if that happens, should I just save it, or can I do something else with it?
Look at it like this. You have to spend it. Otherwise, you have to spend it to gain more XP. You can't, keep accumulating XP if it's full. So if you have 5 stars, you have to spend it somehow.
Okay.
So we can spend it on a spell
You
or
can rearrange, change one of your spells from your spell bank, whatever.
okay.
Also the house traits as well. 'Cause we have the 3
House
different traits
benefit?
to pick from. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to use that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So
See, these
I
are
don't know.
the things that I never thought of, when I was making the system. So it's that you got to play it to figure it out. This is playtesting live.
Life is playtesting life.
How long does the inspire others last, Whack?
It lasts for a scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. I
Well,
don't know
actually,
if
no.
this-
I'm sorry. It's their next roll.
Okay. So. In that case, I guess I want to inspire them to help their spells, but I can't do that. So I guess the closest equivalent would be to make them feel clever, but then that wouldn't have any kind of functional
Direct
role.
effect to their.
Yeah.
No.
But I feel like I'd like to do that anyway. I feel like
Sure.
narratively as opposed to
It's never bad to have a higher stat. That's good.
yeah, I'd like to first for Clem. I'd like to inspire her if I can.
Okie doke.
Ah, look at that.
Oh, an 11.
Finally a
Excellent.
success.
What are you? You get to choose 2.
I want to make her. Ooh, I'm gonna say perceptive and clever.
Excellent.
Because then, if there's anything that she can see,
So just keep that in mind. You have a +1 forward to your heart and to your mind at the moment, Clem, on your next rolls.
and
Okay.
then for Olive,
And that's where your relationship is coming into play.
but I don't have any relationship modifiers.
Oh yeah. Never mind. Wow. Yeah, so how do you think you do the inspiration here, Maisie? Role play it out.
Listen, Clem, you did this earlier, and you can do it now. Okay. I know that you said that you don't know anything, but that's not true, and you know it, and you've proved that, and you notice things all the time, and you get things right all the time. You are so smart. and you're teaching me things. And
Amazing.
I just want to say thank you, okay? You can do this. I know you can.
Okay, thank you.
And what about with Olive?
Yeah.
Olive's also trying to do stuff, and Maisie only talks to Clem.
No, I want to talk to Olive too. Oh no, I didn't realize that was supposed to be my Olive as well.
Yeah.
No, I still want to talk.
Because you were trying to inspire her too, but it failed, right?
Oh, I thought you said Clem,
that's
so I
okay.
was just going to Clem.
No,
Listen.
that's okay.
Olive, listen, you can I mean, you can do things like you did with the Lumos. You did that, right?
No, I didn't get Lumos.
But you extinguished it though, right?
I just waved my wand around.
Can I jump in and try to inspire her myself?
You can try, sure.
Can I
Those
try?
are like the only. Those are the only two examples of things that I blatantly did not do in the game, and she's like, "No, I didn't do any of that."
I'm sorry, Olive. I just I like you couldn't.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
Clem.
Oh no.
How do you make the situation worse, Clem?
Wait, so now I have 2 extra -2 to my mind, so now I have a -6 to all mind rolls.
Yeah, for the moment.
Shit.
I've never felt worse in my entire life.
We're gonna say that Maisie and Clem, you're gonna have a -1 relationship. Whatever your current relationship is with Olive, you get a -1 on it.
Just now?
I just want
Yeah.
friends.
Just
This is
now.
so sad.
Olive,
I'm so sorry.
Olive, you get the same. You get a -1 with Maisie and Clem at the moment as well.
Do I add?
What if I'm
'cause
already at one?
Yeah, I think we had already. Do I add like an extra -1?
So if you were already at -1,
Yeah.
then you get to -2. And
Okay.
-2, +2 are the max. So as soon as you hit that, you gain an XP and you revert to 0.
Okay.
Gain an XP and revert to 0. Okay. Yikes. Okay.
So I'm sorry. Did you say when we hit -2 we gain
Yeah.
XP and revert to 0?
As soon as you hit -2.
Okay.
There basically is no -2 or +2.
Okay.
You know, you're meant to gain like a ton of XP throughout a session and rearrange your stuff kind of often.
Okay. Let's just try. All right. Let's
Yeah, I think what Maisie is saying is that you're really good at things like Lumos and
Clem, no, no,
no, is that not what you were saying?
not Lumos. No. What else?
Oh.
What else did you do?
That despite the fact that you don't know anybody your age, we like you. Okay, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I did really badly to you. I want to help her. I don't know how.
let's just focus on the spell. All right.
Okay.
I'm really sorry, Olive. I didn't mean to make you.
I'm sorry, Olive.
No, it's okay. Let's
Can I give
Can
her
we
a hug?
awkwardly? Can we both
Yeah,
awkwardly hug?
like sandwich hug her?
Yeah,
Olive.
you can try and treat her wounds.
Yeah, please do.
So what we'll say is we'll say one of you one of you gets to try and treat the wounds, and you'll get a +1 forward from the other person helping.
Not me, because I'm still upset. I still have -2 heart, and I have -1 heart anyway, so treating wounds is not going to be successful.
Okay, I'll do it. And I can use my +1 that Maisie gave me for inspiring me.
All right. So roll plus your relationship with Olive, and you get your +1 forward. Hey, there's a 12. You get to heal a condition.
Heal you.
I am both injured and dazed, so...
It's up to you, whichever you want.
It's up to me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that'll heal the dazed condition. I've been, lightheaded, and I think that's been kind of contributing to her feeling really upset because she didn't feel physically well. And the second that they hug her, it's like everything kind of, like the brain fog clears, and it's just like the best feeling in her whole life. I don't think she's ever had other kids hug her before. And I think she just kind of goes,
Oh, Olive, it's okay. And it's just like rub her back very like, I learned this in therapy, like.
Yeah, it's a good thing that Clem is hugging you, because Maisie smells a little bit, for some reason she smells a little bit like the drain hair. Yeah.
I thought we were both hugging her. I thought we were both.
Yeah.
Oh no.
sandwich.
Yeah. We kind of.
You're the bean in our sandwich.
That's the title of the episode, by the way.
I want like a greeting card that says, "You're the bean to my sandwich." That's so cute. That's so wholesome.
Get on it, chat.
You feeling better, Olive? Do you want to just sit down for a second, or?
No, a million times better.
Okay.
Much. Let's do this.
Olive,
Yeah.
listen, I'm sorry for not really being the best friend. I didn't mean to upset you or anything. I just
You don't have anything to be sorry for, Maisie. Really. I'm just happy that you're my friend at all. And you can't expect to meet someone and know what might upset them or what they're sensitive to right away, because that's what being new friends is all about, right? We figure it out together. I'm just happy you're my friend.
I just like literally hug them both so hard, and I'm like, best friends.
There's like a shadow that's like slowly growing over the lot of you.
Oh,
What's that?
what's that?
You like look up, you see Professor Pinescrew. What are you doing? Get to class!
Oh, sorry, sir.
Sorry, Professor.
Okay, let's hide, and then we can do the spell. Let's hide and wait for him to leave.
Okay.
okay.
I suppose we'll just go to class then.
Yep.
Ooh.
Us going to class.
So
what
just
I
to be
look
clear,
like.
Alex and Barney have left. Blaine, are you still there? You left. Okay,
he
you've
ran
actually
off.
gone
He
to
ran
class.
off. Yeah,
the,
he went right to
the
class.
professor has yelled at you twice to go to class. Okay. All right. And you're trying to be quick and quiet, it sounds like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Listen, we didn't get sorted into Gryffindor for nothing, man.
All right. Yeah. So, let's see here. Try and be quick and quiet, please.
Can I take my +1 body rolls for one scene per day?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm doing.
Just my house benefit. House benefit. There we go.
Ooh. We finally see some yellow numbers here. Like this was not going well today. All right. So you can either be quick or quiet, all of you. Which is it?
Well, let's talk about this, because if we're if we're quiet, we won't get seen. If we hold still, you won't see us.
Freeze.
Yeah. Well, we could be quick and quickly run to class, and then
Yeah,
To class.
to like scurry around the corner and.
Well, here's my question, guys. He's still standing over us, but I'm gonna whisper to them. Guys,
Oh no.
what if we go to class and then come back later? Because the magic will probably still be here, right? It's just so.
We can just run. Let's Olive.
I don't have very good hearing, so I'm just going to follow whatever you do, because your mouths are moving, but I can't hear what you're saying.
Okay. We're going to run. Like in her ear, my mouth is like my drain.
Just the
breath,
drain
like,
breath
in her
hair.
drain.
Ugh.
It's hot.
You smell it in your ear.
God.
With an ear sniff.
Run. Okay, let's run.
Okay.
And off you go,
gonna
running
book
to
it.
your Transfiguration class.
Oh shit! Wait, we have Transfiguration. I forgot. Oh no!
Oh, no.
I gave you 3 warnings. All
Sugar,
right.
we're going down swinging.
Now,
Scared.
you are moving quick to your next class. So you're sprinting full speed with your little legs, which will luckily get you to your next class just in time. It's just barely in time for the start of Transfiguration. You can see Professor Barrows there, basically like immediately starting the lesson. Like she waves the wand and the door closes. Like whoever's last probably just barely has to grab their robe before it gets caught in the door.
Ooh.
And you all get seated. And that's a good place for us to end the session today and
Oh.
do our downtime stuff. Gonna do our downtime stuff. So yeah, good session, everybody. Good session. We end the session a little bit early because it takes a little while to do the downtime moves. But yeah, good session. Good session. Well done. Well done. Got our first little peek at a mystery here. What could be happening in Hogwarts? We don't know. We don't know.
We did not succeed at finding out any more information.
Nothing.
We just made each other feel better until
Yep.
our teacher
Yep, pretty much.
watched us all.
Progress.
Yeah, we made personal progress.
That counts.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Nice.
does.
Gryffindor.
Yeah.
There's the
We're
plot.
bonded now.
There's the plot.
Yeah. If you were busted there, you were getting knocked down to 0 points, by the way. So
Oh no.
it's a good thing that you did not stick around.
Chat was saying that you might have cheated Gryffindor out of 2 points earlier, I think.
What?
I think chat was saying that there was some, I don't know.
Yeah, they gave him 5.
Yeah.
I
Chat
think
was
they were
also
extra.
saying that you were missing out on Hufflepuff's 30 points. So look that one up.
What are you talking about with the 2 points?
Well, Chad
Started
is
on 2,
definitely
they were
different
given
from yours.
5? Oh, my
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, I screwed that up. You're absolutely correct. You are correct. My apologies. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You are correct, chat. Thank you. Okay, so end of session. we have some moves and things that we do. First things first, we get to do everybody's favorite part, at least chat's favorite part for sure. We get to determine your relationship status, essentially. We get to do relationships and figure out which PC you grew closer to and which you grew further away from. Which you grew closer to and which you grew further away from. And we get to inflict this pain on Myth this week as well. So that's great. I'm happy about that. Let's go around the room and let's do our relationship stuff. Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
I'll go first.
Oh, Maisie speaking up.
Go for it.
I think that Maisie's +1 will go to Olive because we did some bonding time, and that's like big news for us.
Somebody
Like,
clip this.
Before.
Clip this.
+1
I want to
to Olive.
remember it forever. Oh,
Because we're gonna fly together as well. Can I give her +2?
No.
it's a +2 in my heart, okay?
Yeah. Oh. Okay, all right. That makes me happy. I think that, and I think that the -1, so that would take up to 0 with Olive because you gave us the minus earlier.
Okay.
And then I think the -1 goes to Alexander because beans.
Because
Ouch.
beans.
Beans.
Because
Because beans.
Excellent. Okay, who's next?
I'll go next. Maisie gets my +1 because beans. Mainly because I enjoy watching the suffering of others. And that brought us closer together. I think my -1 can't go to my bean buddies. My bean sandwich buddies. And it can't go to Blaine because he introduced me to the fact. So it's gonna have to go to when she's not here, and I feel super bad. But yeah, Rosalina's getting my -1.
Savage. All right.
So, Warzone here.
Who's next?
I'm terrified of this.
All right, Olive. Sounds like you're going next.
Yeah. I'm going to add my +1 to Maisie because I feel like we bonded. We hugged it out and we had our flying moment. And my little 11-year-old friendless heart is very happy. So my +1 goes there. And I'm gonna say, I think, Luxie, I love you. I love you so much. I think my -1 would have to go to Luxie only because it's our first
Luxie,
week
not
of...
even Rosalina.
Okay,
Savage!
wow. It's Rosalina.
Oh.
But it's our first week of
Streamer
school.
drama.
It's our first week of school. And if I didn't see her for like 2 days or whatever, I do think, seeing as we've known each other like 5 days total, I've spent more time with everyone else at this point. So I still love her. But in my 11-year-old brain, I've grown further apart from her.
Wow, savage.
I love you. I'm so sorry. Don't hate me.
Too late.
Too late. Burn that bridge.
Who's next?
I can go next.
Okay.
I think Olive gets my +1 because I feel like we definitely bonded. Yeah, all up in there.
I'm gonna cry after this session.
I feel like I so successfully and at that moment I was like, Maisie and Olive, my girls.
You hugged the crap
So-
out of us.
Yeah. And I honestly have no idea who my -1 goes to. Because I wouldn't, so normally I would say Alexander, but I didn't witness any of the weirdness. I didn't notice any of the weirdness. So, Rosalina, I guess.
Oh, the betrayal. As soon as someone's absent from the show, just the dog piling of hatred. Just
hate it.
wow.
Don't call it hatred.
Wow.
The game describes it as who did you grow further away from, not who do you hate.
I wrote the game. I know what it says.
Don't tell me what it says. It's okay, because then you could just blame everything on Blaine for the next forever. So it's fine.
Yeah.
Basically, I
It's
just need
adorable.
yeah. Basically, I just
Blaine
need to
blame.
make sure I'm here forever so that there's no like.
Exactly. It's my incentive
Yeah.
so that you don't miss any shows.
Yeah, because otherwise you get -1 from everybody.
All right, you got meetings? Well, sorry.
All right, Blaine.
I know what I'm doing. So I'm picking someone for a plussy, and then I'm giving someone a no likey.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Someone to know likey.
Well, that's what I've learned from this. You guys now all don't like Lexi's character. So I am going to. I'm just kidding. So
Yeah, it's Luxy we don't like.
all right. I guess I'm gonna go with. I was super inspired, and it helped me join the crew by the super brave Bean Baron Alex. So he's gonna get my plussy, and then
Plus, girls have cooties.
and girls have cooties. Exactly.
Wow.
Puberty's not even on the horizon for Blaine. So he's
Honestly,
girls
the
have
cooties, we know where the cooties come from. It's from the boys.
Okay, well,
It's from the human papilloma virus.
agree to disagree.
And my negative is gonna go to. I have no idea.
Pick someone.
Someone who you
Whack
liked
Steven.
beast.
Peeves. Did I do that?
No, it's gonna be to one of the PCs.
I sacrificed
I
myself.
know. Sweet. Thank you, Merkel's character.
It was so brave of you, Merkles.
Clementine. That was very
It's
brave.
okay.
All right.
You have the most cooties out of all the girls.
Oh, she's aware.
I don't know. There's a certain drain hair smell coming from Maisie at the moment.
Oh, right. That's a very good point. Yeah, all right. Drain hair smell.
Wait,
Yeah.
take it away
That's
from
a
me.
really.
Give it to Maisie for the drain
Yeah,
hair smell.
it's going to Maisie because of first
Well,
impressions.
That definitely happens with those beans. If you've ever had the bean boozled ones and you get the dog food one, just your breath just stinks of dog food. And
Nice.
They sold. Have you ever had Birdie Bot's every flavor beans? Because they sold them. You can get the actual box, and I've had vomit. And it tastes like vomit.
No way.
Yeah, it's horrific. I actually gagged and had to spit it out.
How did they research that? How did they?
I don't know, but it must have been so fun.
Does this taste like vomit
It's like-
to you?
Well, it really perfectly captured stomach acid. I think they just went for like acid mixed with like some sort of funk.
Gotcha.
Drain
Funk.
hair.
Yeah.
All right. Classes and school roles. It's time to each make a 2d6 plus your mind. So hit the mind stat for me, please, folks. Let's see how your classes in school went.
I get a
Do
plus
I-
one forward from last week's
Hello.
time move.
Doesn't make any sense.
Do I do the -4 modifier that they gave me for my next mind roll? Does that count for this?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh gosh, okay. Oh no.
Is my mind still busted? Is that still an
If you
incorrect
did
roll?
not have the condition cleared. Yeah.
So I'm upset, which should be -2 heart, but previously it was showing on my mind.
Oh,
Roll.
just roll it and we'll see what happens. I'll adjust it accordingly.
Okay.
I think they're
I
think
just
they're
don't know what it
flipped. I think dazed and upset are flipped right now. So we'll just check. Okay, so let's see. Clementine got a 10. Very nice. Congratulations. If you'll notice, the most recent rules, the house points have been changed here. House points have been changed. So on a 10 plus, your house gains 10 points towards the house cup. Now, on a 10 plus, it's
Oh
10
my God.
points. So 10 points to Gryffindor from Clementine.
Oh, jeez.
Well done.
Oh my god, we're in first.
Nice.
Rigged.
Now, Next, Blaine. You got a 5.
That's right.
Not good. That's going to be minus 5 points to Hufflepuff, unfortunately. Minus 5 points to Hufflepuff. But you have an opportunity because I'm going to make some rolls as well. I'm going to fill the space here. Since we don't have full representation for everyone, for all the houses, I'll do 2 rolls as well to see where we're at. So we need two more Hufflepuff rolls before we get to the rest. That's an 11, so that's 10 points to Hufflepuff.
Nice.
And a 10. 20 points to Hufflepuff. 20 points to Hufflepuff. Congratulations.
Wow.
That's what happens
We're like,
when you have
Hufflepuff,
Wax Steven
am I
rolling
right?
for you.
You're going down.
And I don't have any bonuses on
Headmaster's
these.
on our side.
I'm just rolling regular dice. All right.
My inner Gryffindor is coming out.
All right, Maisie, you have gotten a 9. Now let's see. You rolled a 9. Do you have a minus? Do you have a dazed condition right now?
No, I have -2 to heart. I have upset, but not dazed.
So this is actually an 11. This is actually 11. Another 10 points for Gryffindor.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Hey.
All right. Next. Olive. Olive. You rolled an 8, but you did have a -4 going into this. So you don't have that at -4 anymore. But that's going to be -5 points for Gryffindor, unfortunately. Sorry,
Gryffindor.
It's okay, friend.
It's been a rough day.
Oh my god, are we tied for Slytherin?
No, Slytherin's got 13 at the moment. We
23.
haven't done.
Gotcha.
I haven't done Slytherin yet.
Okay.
So next, Alex, you got a 9. You got a 9. You had your bonus forward. Very nice. That will give Ravenclaw 5 points, and I will roll for additional points as well. So let's see where we're at. Let's see.
Another 20 points, Wack. Come on. Come on.
That's an 8. Another 5 points for Ravenclaw.
Oh, there.
Another 5 points for
You're
Ravenclaw. All right. And another 8. So another 5 points for Ravenclaw. Congratulations.
We'll take it.
20 points. Very nice. All right. Slytherin rolls time. I'm going to roll my green dice for this. I have my green dice, so I got to do the green die roll. All right. That is a 5. That's -5 for Slytherin to start. Puts them to 8. And let's see, next roll. A 6. That's another -5. Sorry, Slytherin. You did so well last week, Slytherin. What happened? What happened? All right. Oop, that fell off. An 8. Okay, so we get 5 back. So we're at 8, Slytherin. 8. If only there was some other way for the houses to gain some points when Kujio feels up to it. When Kujio decides that he wants to help and let chat participate, we'll probably be doing that real soon, guys. We'll probably be doing that soon. But yeah, that's the point status. That's the point status. Currently, Gryffindor has taken the lead. Gryffindor has taken the lead. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Body rolls.
Well done.
I can't do it in a chair. It's
I don't-
just me doing this.
Are you sure you were able to do it without the chair? Is that...
Wow. Savage. You'll never know.
Savage today.
Okay, your -1 definitely needs to go to workers.
Oh, yeah. 1000%. My -1 in real life. Where
It
really
already
matters.
was. It already was.
IR.
We got reset back to 0. Okay, class stuff done. Now we're going to do downtime moves. We're also going to do your shout out, tell people where to find you, do all that stuff, and choose a downtime move for your character. What's your character going to be doing during the downtime? Zagonicus,
Body
are you
rolls.
ready?
I'm ready. I am going to be studying once again, I think. This time, I think I'm actually gonna... Flavor-wise, I'm gonna be more ghost stuff, I think.
Ooh, okay. Yes,
'Cause
you are
that's
at school.
interesting to me.
Studying is probably helpful, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your mind roll. Go ahead and do a mind roll. Well, studying this week, maybe your mind is just bombarded by so many different things going on. There has been some kind of weird mystery thing that's happening. There's some kind of weird mystery thing that's happening now. Maybe that's caught your attention. You have trouble studying. It doesn't really go too well. But who are you? Where can everybody find you? What about all this stuff, Zagonicus?
Hey everyone, I'm Zgodicus. You can find me in all the various internet places. It's Zgodicus everywhere. If you want to check out my podcast, the Zgodcast, we sit down and chat with people. Myth was on. We had a great chat. And Wax been on, and various other wonderful people have been on, so you can listen to them and I sit down and just talking about various things. It's a good time and I enjoy it a whole bunch. It's on Spotify and iTunes and all the rest of the places, so you can find it. It's the Zgodcast. And yeah, that's me. I do things sometimes on occasion, normally on the internet, and you can join me. Thanks.
Thank you so much, buddy. Nega Oryx?
I am going to practice my spell casting.
Spellcasting isn't easy. That's why they go through years and years of schooling. Miss a flick when you should have swished and someone catches fire. No one wants that. Practice your spells, kids. Go ahead and give us a magic roll. Give us a magic.
You Leviosa when you should have Leviosa'd.
Always a problem. Ooh, Olive is having a rough rolling day. This is pretty brutal, Olive.
It's not going well. I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah.
You know, it was really distracting today with the mystery happening. No, I'm just bad at spell casting, I think.
Ouch.
I think it's going to take a while.
No, you're not.
Ouch.
I'm pretty sure I've failed every roll for a spell this whole show. I think at this point it's fine. I'm a first year, but I suck at spell casting.
I think you've leveled up like 3 times or something, or like you've hit the experience like 3 times, I think.
Oh yeah, and I have a +2 to magic. And I still rolled a failure. So
it was a 3 and a 1 you rolled.
It's awful. Terrible.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Nega Oryx, and apparently I'm terrible at spellcasting. And honestly, all rolls, no matter what modifier I had today, no matter what we were rolling for, the only time I rolled a 10, it was a glitch with the character sheet, and we had to take a negative modifier anyway, and I did not roll well today. I'm very sorry. If you want to see me roll better with other games or just play a lot of Star Wars stuff lately, come say hi. I'm Nega Oryx on all social medias, and I have some fun stuff going on this week. And yeah, I'm on a weekly D&D Pirates show on Tuesday nights, and thanks to an unlock that we had last week, next week's season finale has to be a musical episode. I don't know how we're gonna do that, and I don't sing, so if you want to see how we work that one out, follow me and come say hi. I'm very scared. Please don't make me sing. Thank you.
Alrighty. Thank you. Myrtles.
Hi, I am Myrgles. I am a animator, storyboard artist, illustrator, all that jazz. You can find me here on this show and on Twitter at Myrgles, and on Instagram at Miranda Canel, Quesnel. And I'd love if you could follow me on my Instagram, because I post like cool art and stuff, including the art that I did for this show. And I am going to also practice my spell casting.
Alrighty. Give us a magic roll.
Okay. Oh no.
That's an 8. Okay. So, on a 7 to 9, the PC gets to swap one spell from their spell bank with one they don't currently have.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I might have to make that decision.
You don't have to do
elsewhere.
it right now. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you, Murgles. Myth, our special guest, thank you so much for joining us today, hopping in.
Thank you very much for having me. It was a lot of fun, and thank you, Chad, for being so welcoming, and Cass, thank you guys. It was a lot of fun. What am I doing? I'm going to be studying because I've got that study date that I got to do. So I roll mind, right? I'm sorry, I meant study party. Where we don't get cooties on each other. All right, so I'm going to do this, right?
You're going to give me a mind roll. Yes,
Nice.
a 9. Okay. So on a 7 to 9, you get a +1 forward to your next class's school downtime move. So basically, the next time you're on the show, when you do your downtime move, you get a +1 on your class's school roll. So you could potentially get some more points for Hufflepuff. That's what Alex did this week.
All right, let me make a note of that real quick.
Where can people find you doing all the wonderful
Sweet.
stuff that you do?
You can find me over on twitch.tv/mythematic, or you can also DM me about the sweet game that we're playing here on Table Story on twitter.com with the same name as well. Super excited. Thank you guys for having me. Thanks for enjoying Blaine for the little bit we saw him today. I'll be going to PAX Unplugged in a couple weeks, which is super exciting. So it's my first one, and I can't wait to enjoy all of the board games and tabletop stuff there. So that'll be fun. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Red Dead recently. Roleplay is on the horizon for that game, but a select few of us have been playing it anyway on Red Dead Online. So if you want to yee to my haw and you want to enjoy us shooting people and taking carts and shooting people, you can come watch me then. So thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, buddy. Colo?
I think that Maisie. This is really hard because I think that she probably still would do Quidditch, but seeing her friends going to practice spellcasting after the kind of session today, I feel like that might change her priorities a little bit. So I think she's gonna go and do some spellcasting too.
Okie doke. And yeah, you not doing the Quidditch team move doesn't mean that you're not going to practice. It just means it's not your focus.
And can I ask a question about the Quidditch role? So in the second string team, I'm a seeker, which is my mind role.
Yeah.
But when you practice, it's your body role. Would it still be my body role in a practice, or would I be able to use my mind role as
No,
the
it's
seeker?
still going to be a body roll. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's more of a physical thing when you're practicing, you know, like you're exhausted, etc.
Okay.
Okay.
Partial success.
And you were doing your practice spellcasting, so you have to swap one spell from your spell bank with one you don't currently have.
Okay. All right. I have no idea what that's going to be. I'm going to have to look at it. I didn't expect to make that. And hello, I'm Colo. Hello, it's Colo. You can find me full-time streaming on Twitch. You can also find me over on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Twitter, all under the same name. Hello, it's Colo. I play a lot of nonsense. At the moment, I'm playing a lot of Planet Zoo and Elite Dangerous. We are about to go back to continue our Skyrim blind playthrough in 2019. Yes. And yeah, we just love hanging out with each other. It'd be great if you wanted to come and say hi. Myth, it's been bloody lovely playing with you again. I miss playing with you on ZBO, and it's been nice to do that again. And guys, thank you for a lovely session. I'm so glad that our characters actually got somewhere and made friends. It made my heart very happy. So thank you, and thank you back.
Thank you, Colo. I'm Wax Steven. I have been your Headmaster of Doom. I've dragged your players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Even though I didn't really have to do very much, they have just... The sea of red failure was astounding today. Just an endless parade of... Wow, I didn't have to do very much. Yeah. Thank you everybody for watching. Chat, we really appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for participating. And I did see in Kolo's chat, we had the bean sandwich posted. That was actually on Kolo's Discord. I saw that. And we had some more fan art as well. That was posted. We had some hand-drawn fan art by Tomorrow Bright Sky and Dom. So thank you to both of you for the fan art there. We appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being magical with us. We appreciate it so much, guys. Make sure that you follow all of these wonderful people, please, if you have not done so yet. Follows are free. Go make them happen. And if you want to help support Table Story, make sure that you follow this channel, twitch.tv/tablestory, and turn on notifications so you know when we go live with our shows. This week we are also premiering a special mini-series this Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I know that's late for our Euro folks, but basically 45 minutes from now is when it would start. And it's going to be Mass Effect. It's called Reaper Relay, and we're going to have a special Mass Effect mini-series starting this Saturday. We'll play a little trailer for that to take us out. And if you want to help support Table Story, you can head on over to tablestory.tv/pledge. Check out our Patreon. We managed to see one of our NPCs today that we had thrown onto our Patreon. You too can submit an NPC if you come support us. And if you have Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime, make sure that you use it. Go use it on one of these people. Get some emotes. We have some wonderful emotes in here too. We've got a wand and a poofy magic spell casting thingy, which you can combo as a fart. It also works well for farting. There's a lot of butts that people use for emotes. It works great as a fart. I mean, we can't ignore that. It's important. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you Kolo. Thank you Myth. Thank you Murgles. Thank you Negaorix. Thank you Zagonicus for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you guys on Thursday as we have some ragtags. I think it's the finale this Thursday for ragtags, if I'm not mistaken. So come hang out with us for some Dungeons & Dragons on Thursday as well for some ragtags. Peace out, everybody. Stay magical.
Bye.